Hello, friends, and welcome to another single-serving adventure from Queen's Court Games. I am Aubrey, not Aaron, as you will have noticed. And today, for the first time in QCG history, we will be playing some Pathfinder 2nd Edition. For tonight's scenario, we will be playing The Menace under Otari by Logan Bonner, Jason Bowman, Liz Little, and Mark Siefter. And you can find it in the Pathfinder 2e beginner box. We will roll onto things in a moment, but first, let me introduce our cast. They're just going to tell you who they are and who they're playing. And I'm going to start with, I'm not sure how our layout is going to look at for you now, but I'm going to start with Cai. Tell the lovely people who you are and who you're playing.
Hi everybody, I'm Cai, and I am playing Avarice, the gnome swashbuckler.
Awesome.
And I use he, they, and she pronouns, and Avarice uses they, them pronouns. There we go. That's
cool. Yeah. And then Chris.
Hello, I'm Chris Tung. I go by he, him pronouns, and I will be playing Howie Humbleweed, who is a Venara? Is that how you say it?
Yes.
I'm new to Pathfinder, so go easy on me. Venara Gunslinger. And very excited to be playing Pathfinder for the first time.
All right. And moving on to Crystal.
Hello, people. My name is Crystal Fier, and I am playing Nemain Sionnach, the Kitsune Witch.
Okay. And rounding out our cast today, we have Hooli.
Hello, friends. I will be playing Telbi Brighthand, the dwarven cleric that everybody is going to love as their little annoying sister.
Awesome. You can find all of the links to everyone's sorted social media accounts by sending !cast to the chat, or use !scenario if you're interested in picking up a copy of the Menace under Otari for yourself. Also, Menace under Otari includes themes of fantasy violence and insects in Vermin. The cast and I have discussed Aren't Lines and Veils in advance via a session 0, and have agreed to a code of conduct to ensure a safe and respectful environment, but we want you to be safe as well. With all of that said, Pathfinders, are you ready?
Yeah!
Yeehaw!
So we find ourselves in Otari, a small fishing village nestled on the Isle of Kortos. Its main exports are fish and lumber. You can kind of see these massive forests up behind it. And if you're standing on the Otari docks looking out, you can swear that you can see Absalom from here. Absalom, one of the largest cities in all of Galarian, head of the home of the Pathfinder Society. And we'll start things off with figuring out what all of you are up to this morning. I'm going to start with Avarice. How does Avarice start this morning?
I think Avarice, on any given morning, is standing out at the docks. Unfortunately, just sitting there, but kind of talking to any sailor that will stop and talk to them for 5 seconds.
Yeah, you definitely get several people, wishing you good mornings and, how's the pillaging and, questions like that. You are well enough known in this area. How's the pillaging is always said with a very wry smile.
I'd imagine that they don't even get through the whole sentence of like, well, it's going okay, but also that crate was mostly full of apples. By the time they get to the crate the person's already gone.
Oh, of course. You're well known, and do people take you seriously? You're not really sure.
Avarice thinks so.
Yeah. Well, today is kind of a big day. You did get word that Tamali Tantervale is having a little bit of problems at the Otari fishery, and is kind of in the market for some people to come and solve a problem for a little bit of money.
Really use that money. And plus, I've known Tamerley for a while. Yeah. And, every bit of coin will eventually lead me to having my own ship to go be the scourge of the sea outside of this small breakwater.
Exactly. You got to start small and work your way up. Well, so after a little bit, you're at the docks. Essentially, you're incredibly close to the fishery. You had been told that a few other people had picked up the job as well because Tamerley is a little bit worried about with what's going on. And probably, I think the first person you see approach the fishery is going to be probably Howie. That seems right. Howie, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and
So Howie is a Venara. So you see, imagine like Sun Wukong if he retired and became a farmer. That's how I'm imagining Howie Humbleweed. His brown and copper colored fur is getting a little gray toward the edges and around the scruff around his face. He's got a little ranger hat, and then earth tones, duster, and I would say he is waking up in his little cabin near a little farm. I wouldn't fully call it a farm. He's a bit of an outdoorsy guy, but I think the first thing he may do this morning would be brew a hot cup of coffee for himself.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. And I guess actually the first thing he does when he opens his eyes would be to peek through his blinds, look out the window, and just do a little scan of his whole property, and then brew a coffee.
Yeah, of course. And you eventually find yourself heading down because, you've known Tangerly for a while. And, she's getting a little bit desperate with this and really, really needs the help. So, can always use the little bit extra coin.
Oh yeah, always in need of coin. I mean, a little farmer can only make so much.
Exactly.
In this economy, right?
In this economy, yeah, especially and especially the two big exports of Otari are fish and wood.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would probably do some kind of I would probably normally go into town for trading or shopping of some kind. But yeah, so that's not new to me.
Yeah.
Get some fish.
Yeah, get breakfast before putting your work for
Yeah,
the day.
nothing like starting the day with a salmon.
Some nice cooked fish, get that protein in before
exactly. There you go.
your workout. But yes.
Salmon and eggs. My favorite.
So Telbi, tell us a little bit about yourself and what brings you to Otari.
Well, what brings me here is the fact that I just want to see so many things. But the reason I'm in Otari is I made a new friend while I was traveling, and I know she's around here somewhere. I lost her when I was trying to get us waffles for breakfast, and she should be right there. There she is. Hey, best friend, I found her waffles. And I brought you some orange juice. It's fresh squeezed.
Well, that will introduce Nemain. Let's tell us a little bit about yourself and what brings you to Otari.
Well, Nemain was on her way in for work. Just because, she travels around pretty constantly. And she came across this fun young creature. And Telbi doesn't know this, but Nemain was trying to lose her, but we won't tell her that. So, hi, friend.
I brought waffles, and they have salmon and dill, and they smell really good. And I don't know what this sauce is, but it's got like a little lemony tang to it. You should try it.
Sure. How disgusting is it?
It's not. It's delicious. I've never
fish.
tasted something so good.
Yeah, fish is a pretty big export here. So, I mean, it's an interesting combination, but it probably kind of works, like waffles and salmon and probably like some sort of, trying to think of sauces that go with salmon and waffles, but I cannot think of one at the time being.
A holiday sauce.
I was
don't know
thinking
what
holidays,
holiday is
yeah.
coming.
Yeah,
But it must
that
be
salmon
good
eggs
if it has
Benedict.
holiday. Yes. Something. I don't know. It tastes good. Holidays and waffles and everything together in the morning with my best friend. Gosh, this is a good day.
Well, you continue this conversation as you head over towards the Otari fishery. Both of you, in the last day or so, have gotten line that there's some money to be made. A Tamily Tantervale, who owns the fishery, has been having some problems with some of her stock going missing, and needs some people to look into it. There is money and probably food and supplies as well for those that like to travel. And so we'll start with everyone meeting up, sort of seeing each other for the first time. Well, Avarice and Howie, you probably know each other, but Telbi and Nemain, you're meeting Avarice and Howie. You were told that there were some other people who accepted the job as well. You can kind of see the lights are on in the fishery, and you can kind of hear some noises of somebody moving around and working. Pretty much all you need to do at this point is knock.
The moment I see Avarice, I mean, I'm sure I would not be able to miss the bright pink hair. I would recognize him and just be like, "Oh, fancy seeing you here, young lad."
Howie, good to see you. I see that you're also in for a bit of coin.
It's the scourge of the sea, right?
It is here to, make a little extra loot. Got a ship to buy and all that.
Oh, you're here for the same thing? You got hired for this?
Yeah, Tamily's an old friend.
I do find that decision awfully peculiar, but that's cool. We could use the help.
Of course, I'm very excited to see you in action. I think I only caught you once, but it was really far away, and to be honest, I think I was behind a box. But I know you're a really good shot, so that's really exciting.
Well, I try, but these eyes are getting old. Older by the day.
Never too old for a bit of adventure, right?
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, I do like that spirit.
Excellent.
Anyway, shall we? I think we'll knock.
And you kind of hear a little bit of noise of maybe something fell, something broke, and after like 10 seconds or so, the door opens and you see Tamily sort of right before you. She is a halfling. I'm going to
Here.
Yep.
Emily, yeah. Oh.
Yeah, you see, she's well known around here. She's been operating the fishery for a really long time. Sort of this older halfling woman, probably in her late 30s, and she looks up at you and goes, "Oh, well, thank the gods that you're here. I was getting worried. Thank you. Please come in. I'll explain everything." And she moves aside.
When she opens the door, Avarice does the huge flourishing bow, and I totally forgot to describe them, but boy, Avarice, as they take this deep bow, where there should be a hat, there isn't one. They're wearing like headband tied around their head of like kind of what is very obviously like fabric that they just found.
Yeah.
It is bright and colorful, so that's why it's there, and it matches their extremely pink hair, and their tan skin has just like a bit of iridescence to it, and they have these unnaturally bright green eyes. And their clothes are, at first glance, they're just colorful and big and bright, but the more you look, like what is like colorful, bright pirate clothes is actually like hand painted, and some of the stuff in there is actually not that good. It's like they found something and kind of sewed it down to gnome size. They're pretty short, so they do this big grand gesture bow, and their hand like scrapes the dirt as they do this ridiculously deep bow next to Howie.
Avarice, Howie, I don't know your names, but thank you for agreeing to help me.
Of course.
Hello, I didn't even notice you there.
Hello, I'm Nemain.
I'm Avarice, Scourge of Otari.
Did we just make more best friends? Hi, I'm Telbi. I brought waffles, and I'm so excited to meet new people.
You brought
Well,
waffles.
I do love me some waffles.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold out this like half-eaten waffle sandwich. It's got some of the insides hanging out of it, and like reach it in case you want to bite.
Avarice definitely takes a bite.
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay.
I got 12 siblings back home, so we don't care. We share.
Do we see Nemain's familiar there too? Or little,
Oh, yeah.
little pet?
Yeah, Katha is sitting on my shoulder.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk over and be like, well, now what do we have here? Little pet?
Familiar.
A familiar.
Hmm.
I ain't seen me a familiar in a couple years. That's a mighty fine looking bird. Is it a bird?
Raven, yeah.
Raven. You mind if I don't know, I gestured to maybe pet?
He will probably bite.
Well, then I shall refrain from doing so. Sorry about that, ma'am.
No worries.
I am a lover of animals, as you can tell.
Same.
Well, so you all sort of come into the main area of the fishery here. They you can see the cases where they display the catch and all of that. So Tamily is very, very nervously looking around and turns back to you and just goes, it started a couple of weeks ago. I noticed some of my stock was going missing, and then it just kept getting more and more. And honestly, right now, I can't afford to like keep a business running. Something's been down there and eating the fish. Like, as I said, I'll pay you. We'll just figure out what it is and deal with it.
That seems fine.
I mean, I'm all too familiar with this kind of thing in my farm, but you might have yourself a case of rodents or something.
The rodents eat fish?
Now, see, that's the part that's kind of strange. Do rodents eat fish?
Yeah.
You would think rodents are kind of a scavenger. They'll kind of eat whatever they can find.
I never in my life seen a rodent eat a fish, but hey, if you say so.
Okay. And eventually she will show you sort of to the back and sort of unlock this door with the key and just being like, okay, there are the steps down into the storehouse where I keep everything. Just figure out what it is and let me know and you'll get paid. Just please deal with it. I don't want to go out of business, please.
We'll do our best.
And we are going to start off with I want to start off with a marching order as you move single file down these stairs.
Oh no.
Who is in front?
That's always
Who is-
bad news.
Honestly, Avarice is like, this seems fine. And is probably right next to Tamily and is like, let's go!
Yeah.
I can watch the rear if y'all. I mean, I don't expect nothing to be coming from behind. I like squint at Tamily, but yeah, I can. Yeah, and I'll like take my weapon out just in case, and I'll take the rear if the other two want to be in the middle.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll follow Avarice.
Yeah, and I'll be the third place.
See Howie draw their gun. Avarice kind of looks around, just like, haha, and draws their rapier, just like, ready for stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, these things can be fast, so it's always good to be ready.
Yeah.
The stairs leading into the basement of the Otari fishery creak with age as you make your way downstairs to find the beast that has been eating all of the fish. In the center of the room, between stone pillars holding up the fishery overhead, are barrels filled with salted fish and other sundries. 2 of these barrels have been smashed open, spilling their contents on the floor. In the east wall is a large hole opening into darkness. Just a few hours ago, or just moments ago, you gathered with your fellow other adventurers in the office of Tanterly Tantervale, where she offered you money if you could put an end to the Menace. And you can't help but wonder if this might be more of an adventure than you bargained for. And so I am going to start off with asking for perception checks from the party as you hear the squeaking of rats.
There they are.
And by perception, I mean initiative.
Oh no.
Rude.
Oh no!
Perception as initiative?
Yeah, perception as initiative.
Okay.
Wait, what?
You roll a perception check, and that counts as your initiative.
Oh.
Very cool. Yeah, this is a very cool thing in Pathfinder. Yeah, I just learned you can use skills as an initiative roll, which is very cool.
God.
Nice. 24.
2.
24, Howie?
24, yeah.
All right.
8.
Liquidy dice.
Ooh, fancy.
Ooh.
Your gift.
My most beautiful sea dice.
Ooh.
Okay.
That looks
And
beautiful, nice.
Nemain, what did you say you got?
2.
2?
Wait. That can't be right.
Oh wait, that can't be right.
Plus 4 to my
So
perception.
6.
Yeah.
6. Cool.
That's better than a 2.
Much better than a 2. But one of those rats did roll a natural 20 on its initiative. So we will
Rude.
start off with this sort of kind of Doberman-sized rat.
Wow.
As it sort of like, sniffs and looks up and squeaks, and it's going to spend its first action, because Pathfinder, 3 actions, and it's going to spend its first action to move 20, 30, and then it's going to spend its second action to scamper up the stairs, finding itself right in front of you, Avarice, this very large dog-sized rat, and they going to spend their last action to sort of do their thing where they open their mouth and they hiss, and then they're going to try to bite you.
Yeah, right. Haha.
Does an 18 hit?
Yes.
Ouch.
And you're going to take 7 damage as this rat just sinks its fangs into your shoulder.
Ow.
Ow! Help!
Help.
Nemain, meanwhile, is hissing from behind Avarice.
Of course. Howie, you are going to go next.
Yeah, seeing this like Doberman-sized rat running around and going first, like being so quick, I'm like, I told you these was fast. That ain't no rat I've ever seen before. Question: in Pathfinder can I move through allies?
Yes, you just can't
Okay.
end your
Okay.
turn on an ally space.
Okay,
If you
but I can
wanted
like
to,
get in an ally space and like shoot theoretically.
as long
And
as you
then
don't end your
okay,
turn there.
perfect. Because I gotta turn this corner in order to see anything.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll take a step. I guess that's my first action.
Yeah.
And I'm a shoot.
Yeah.
I don't love shooting animals, but this is some kind of vermin. Okay, so that's dirty 20. 11 plus 9.
A dirty 20 is going to hit. Roll that damage.
Hell yeah. Unfortunately, I do not get my sniper boost because I was not using stealth to roll initiative, but oh shit, no, sorry, that's the other. These new dice, the D4 looks exactly like a D8. That is 4 damage. Oh, sorry,
4?
5 damage. I get the +1 because of my it's an arquebus.
Yeah.
I get a bit of a, I think it's concussive. That gives me the +1. So 5 damage.
So yeah, you wing this rat sort of like along its side, and it squeaks and hisses at you. And I believe you still have one more action.
Yeah, so once I've used my movement as an action, am I still able to use like my speed at all
Yes.
the rest of my turn?
Yeah, you've not gone up to your speed.
Because I wouldn't be able to end here. So I will duck back around the corner and then use my last action, which would be my covered reload. I would assume like the corner can kind of count as cover.
Yes.
So I duck into a safe position, and then I take cover. So I either attempt to hide and then interact reload. It's basically hiding and reloading at the same time.
Give me a stealth check.
Yeah, let me do that. A 16.
A 16. Okay.
All right. So yeah, I duck behind and reload. It's kind of like it's kind of like a rifle that I've used to like, hunt for food or whatever the case in my outdoorsy style life. But yeah, it's almost like a bolt action. I would imagine where I turn with the corner, duck, and then reload. And that's my turn.
Yeah. And we're on to Telbi.
So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the big axe off the big hammer off my back, and it's really freaking cool. It's got like a purple wood handle, and it's got like a little butterfly in the side. Most battle hammers have something that's scary. Mine's not. It's really cute, really pretty, just like me. And the second thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to cast the cantrip of Forbidding Ward on Avarice, since Avarice is right there in front of the rat. And that's what I'm going to do. So that's going to give you a +1 status bonus to your armor class and saving throws against their attacks, spells, and other effects. And that is what I'm going to do as you get this like shimmery kind of iridescent energy that smells like wildflowers that kind of wraps around you. And that will
really
be
nice.
Cool.
That's it.
And you off in the distance hear more scuttling noises as another rat moves. And then another rat. So two more rats have gone real quickly. And you watch as this other one comes up behind its friend on the stairs, and it's going to hiss at you, Avarice, and it is going to try to intimidate you.
Oh no.
Right, what do I need to do?
It is going to roll its an intimidation versus your will DC. So you take your will save and add 10 to it.
Okay, great.
And
It's a 16.
16, it's only going to get a 14. So it's this giant
Aha!
rat hissing at you. Doesn't scare you.
You're kind of cute.
But hey, now it's your turn.
All right. Don't like this guy that bit me. Avarice, their rapier is, again, really not as fancy as it looks. It's got, like, beautiful gold on it, but the more you look, we're like, that's paint. That's not real gold. But they are going to attack. The first swipe is going to be a 16.
16 is gonna hit.
Yeah. Okay, so never rolled an attack in Pathfinder, so I'm going to say out loud what I think I'm supposed to do, which is roll a d6 and then add something.
If you have a strength modifier, you add your strength. But if not, you just add your just roll a d6.
Great. It's a 3. Haha.
3. With a mighty blow, you fell this first rat.
Oh,
Nicely
fantastic.
done.
Oh, all right. Guess what? They're big, but I can stop them. And gotta just for the next action step forward.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I can attack again, but at
Yes.
some sort of penalty.
Yes. Does your weapon have a agile trait on it? I believe the rapier does.
Finesse.
Finesse. So let's see, rapier. So it is so finesse. It just uses your dexterity. So you're going to be attacking at a -5.
Haha. Okay. Great.
So at a +2.
Oh wow. 21.
21 hits. Roll that damage as you hit the rat.
Nice.
3.
3. Okay. And then that was attack, move, attack. That is your turn.
Correct. And now I've got a weird rat shish bob going on.
Yep. And there is the final rat. This one is going to spend 2 actions to move over, and then it is going to spend its final action to attempt to climb this sort of behind you, these stairs right behind you, Telbi. You kind of hear this scratching as this rat attempts to climb. And it successfully does, as you are like looking around and you turn, like hearing this noise, and then suddenly popping up right behind you is this giant rat head. And then that's his entire turn, so that's it really for what it can do. And Nemain, this is now your turn.
Okay. Having heard this rat decide to climb up, Nemain's going to turn around and she's going to cast Ray of Frost. 17.
17, 24. And that is going to hit. So roll that damage.
Okie dokie. Damage. 5.
Okay. Yeah, this rat is looking a little bit chilly as you blast it in the face with this ice. You still have one more action. What would you like to do?
I do. That's a fantastic question.
If you're looking for anything you can do, you can always recall knowledge for an action. It would be a nature check to see if you remember anything about rats. You can use it to ask questions, like you can ask what their AC is, what their highest save is, what their lowest save is. Does it have any special abilities, kind of thing?
You know what? I think I'm just gonna attack again, if I can.
Not with a spell because well, you can actually attack with your Foxfire.
Oh, okay.
At the -5 because of the multiple attack penalty, because it is
That's fine.
second attack. You can attack with your Foxfire.
Assuming I can figure out where that's at.
That'll be under your actions,
There we go.
Foxfire, and then at multiple attack penalty -5.
Strike. Where do I put in the -5 at?
So when you see it on your sheet, it says strike, and then next to it, it says
Yep.
map -5. That's the button you hit.
Oh, okay.
Or you can just roll subtract 5.
Okay.
So I think it means you're just rolling it like a -1 from because you get a +4
-2. But
or -2.
Yeah.
So an 11, your Foxfire does sail over its head, and you do not make contact.
okay.
All right.
I tried.
Yeah. You did hit it with the first spell, so that's pretty good. So and then we'll be back to the top of the round with Howie.
Yeah, seeing as now there's multiple rats about, I kind of look to my left, look to my right, but it looks like we have ourselves a rat party of sorts. And I reloaded my gun, and I can see the one around the corner without moving, correct?
Yes.
Like just peeking around the corner. And that one's trying to climb up to get. Telbi.
It is like climbed up and like perched on the ledge.
Okay. Watch out, Telbi. You've got some kind of rat dog coming up behind you. And I will take a shot. That is a 21.
21 is going to hit.
8. All right, that is. Ooh, nice, perfect. 10 damage.
10 damage. Yeah, you the rat kind of goes as you kind of just turn it into giblets.
Oh no. Yeah, as I explode this rat dog thing.
It had 2 health.
Oh wow. Sorry, I don't quite like shooting things I'm not gonna eat, but you are quite the nuisance. I shoot it. And then I'll use my second action to hide and reload. And then I guess
Probably see that one.
Can I see that one? Okay.
I will say you can kind of
Yeah.
see that one as you peek
Shows
around
up
the
on my
corner.
map.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do a second attack, right? It's
Yeah,
just at a minus.
At a -5.
That's +4 now instead. And that one.
And that one, you do have a hero point if you want to spend that, so you don't nat 1.
Is it? Do we get hero points per session, or how does
you
that work?
get hero points. The way I run it, you get 1 hero point for an hour of play.
Okay.
So you are coming up on your second hero point. So.
All right, fine. I don't want Howie to look like a doofus in front of all these new people. So yeah, so that's a reroll, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Can't look like a doofus. I'm here.
Is a 12 hit?
A 12 does not hit, but it's not a critical miss, so that is good.
Okay. Yeah. Pshoo! It is awfully dark in here. Like I said, Avarice, these eyes are getting old. I think I might have hit it. Maybe. Yeah, I just can't see.
No, you didn't.
And it is now Telbi's turn.
I'm just gonna take my hammer and I'm gonna run towards that rat and I'm gonna say, "For the bright lady!" And I'm gonna hit it with my hammer. So it's gonna happen. Maybe. I'm gonna try to hit it. I want to. Hopeful. That doesn't look like that's gonna hit. I don't think.
That is a 4. No, that is definitely not going to hit.
For the bright lady next time.
As I feel like
I'm just gonna finish off my turn by moving to the other side of it, if I can. The stairs. Oh, it won't let me. It says it collide. All right, I guess I'm not.
What other side of the stairs?
Just on the other side of the rat. So we're kind
So
of like.
to move through a rat's position, especially an enemy's position, you will actually have to attempt to tumble through. You can't just move through an enemy.
Okay.
So if
What
you
do I
want to
need?
attempt that, that is going to be an acrobatics check.
Let's see. I'm not trained in that, but I
You
think
can
I'm
still
trained
attempt
in it.
it.
Haha!
So
Slight my hammer swing, but not quite as
Mhm.
acrobatic as I should be.
So yeah, you're not able to get past this rat. You try to like move left, move right, and each time it's like head is just following you and kind of hissing. And then it will come to one of the other rats. Sort of off in the distance, you can hear this other rat approach. And this one is going to... Let's see, that was 2 actions to move up there. And is going to now try to intimidate you, Telbi. So what is your will DC, which is 10 plus your will save? It only rolled an 11, so I don't think it did. You don't need to roll it. You just add 10 to whatever your will DC, your will is.
All right, so that's 19 then.
Yeah. You're really good at those will saves. This rat hisses at you. You've fought scarier cats before. And now the rat that is right in front of Avarice. And this rat is going to start off by, it is going to nip at your heels and attempt to trip you with an athletics check.
Ooh.
With a 21 versus your fortitude save.
Oh yeah, it's fine. It's gonna trip me.
So yeah, you now find yourself prone on the stairs as this rat has tripped you for first action. And for its second action, it is going to attack you with its jaws.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that is a natural 1 for it, and I have nothing I can reroll with, so it just sort of snaps wildly at the air. And it's going to spend its last action to scuttle back down into the fishery. And Avarice.
As it runs away, Avarice hisses back at it. I'm going to imagine it takes an action for me to stand back up.
Yes, it does.
Great, yes. I'm going to stand back up, and as they do, like, straighten their jacket out, and all this dust from the stairs comes on. Anyway, none of that. And I'm gonna run forward and not understand that there's too much difference between the 2 rats. This is a rat, and it is a problem. So I don't like it. For the bright lady. Gonna attack with the rapier.
Hell yeah.
That is not great. 14.
That will be a miss, but you can spend a hero point if you wish.
Nah. I think that we're good with missing. And you know what? No, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
Good.
Why not?
Yeah.
Spend that hero point.
So heroic.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so much better. 18.
18, that is gonna hit.
All right, you Vermin. Why do I only roll 3s? This is very strange. I've rolled 3s on this damage dice. I hit it for 3. And I hiss back at it, and I go, oh, this bright lady thing works.
Yeah. And Nemain, it is now your turn.
Okay. I'm going to start this one by attempting to cast my Foxfire at this one.
Okay. Roll that to hit.
15.
15. That is gonna hit. So roll your damage.
Groovy. 2.
Right. 2. Okay. And you have 2 more actions.
Okay. I'm going to move over to here. And then I'm going to I'm actually going to go ahead, if I can, after using Foxfire, if I can go ahead and cast a spell.
Yeah, as long as you so you Foxfire is 1 action, moving is 1 action. So if you have a 1 action spell, you can cast that. You see the chevrons next to the spell will denote how many actions it takes to cast.
Okay. Well, never mind then. I won't do. Well, no, I do have 1. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Clinging Ice.
Okay. On the rat that's right in front of Avarice.
Yeah.
All right. And it is going to make its reflex save.
Okay.
Of an 11. So I think that fails.
Yeah, it's a 17.
All right. And it is going to take full damage and will take the -5-foot status penalty to its speeds until the spell ends.
Cool.
Yeah, you turn this rat into a giant ice cube.
Yay!
And we are down to 1 rat. And we'll be back to the top of the round with Howie.
Seeing as everyone's kind of like run down the hallway where it's a bit dark for Howie, he's kind of like gonna peek around the corner and just feel like, now all this jibber jabber about some bright lady, can someone turn the lights on? And I'm gonna move up a bit to try to get a better view. Oh, there's everybody. So each thing is 5, right? So
Yep,
25.
each square is 5 feet of movement.
So I'm gonna end. That's gonna make me end up in Avarice's space. What happens if like my full movement brings me to someone else's space? Do I pop out the other end?
You would essentially end up in the closest unoccupied space.
Okay, I'll do that then. I'll take the front line. Now step back, young lad.
Hello.
Then I see ya. Actually, can I do like part of my movement a bit further and then shoot when
Yeah,
I'm?
you can
part
divide
way
your
down?
movement. Stuff.
Okay,
So
cool.
you say you do 15, shoot, and then take the rest
Cool.
of your movement.
I did
Still
shoot at the
intact.
very end of my turn, so I do need to reload. I'm just
Mhm.
gonna do that. So then that's my 2 actions, and then I'm gonna fire upon this vermin. Oh my god, that's another nat 1. I'm telling you, it's real dark in here. It's affected my eyesight. And I'm gonna.
Don't need a haircut right now.
Yep.
It's
Whoops.
it is that the comedy moment and a thing where you just hear it just bounce off a bunch of things, and then you hear it break a crate in the other side of the thing, and then Tantalus goes, "Is everything okay down there?"
Sorry, ma'am. I might have shot your fish.
Everything's
And then
fine.
actually, since I missed, I'm gonna move back.
You're like, "No, let's not."
Yeah, I was like considering moving up a bit because I see the young Avarice taking a whole lot of hits. But as soon as I miss and realizing, yeah, I'm not doing so great, I'm gonna step back a little bit and go back to here, I suppose.
All right, and that'll mean Telbi, it's your turn.
Okay, maybe this time we'll do something for the bright lady. Maybe.
You can do it. It's a rat right here, right? Okay, good.
I did notice that you didn't have the proper weapon like training on, so I turned it on your sheet. So you should now actually have the proper 2-hit number. I was looking at it going, this looks really low.
Yeah, that was really rough. But
yeah, you should have the proper now, and you can go after that rat.
so you said you wanted some light. I'm gonna give it to you. And a bright lance of purple light shoots out from my hands. I'm gonna cast Divine Lance at this little punk rat. I'm a good person, so we're doing Divine Lance good.
Well, thank you, Telbi.
At this little daggum thing. All right, 20 to
Nice.
hit.
A dirty
The rat.
20 is gonna hit. Roll that damage.
Wah, wah. 6 damage.
6 damage is enough to kill that rat. All 4 of them are now dead, and first combat is done. Successful.
I'm ready for second breakfast. That was a lot of work.
Well
Hey.
done, Telbi.
Telbi? Who's the bright lady?
Oh,
That's a good question.
see the bright lady? She's in the sky at night. Big, giant circle.
Isn't that
with
the moon?
Beautiful face. That's the bright lady.
Face? Oh.
You don't see her. You know what we're doing as our first day of best friends after we kill these rats is we're gonna go out and we're gonna have a mug of ale and look at the bright lady together. That's what we're gonna do.
I'd love that.
As long as my other best friend is okay with me having an ale with another best friend. I don't want to hurt my best friend's feelings. Is that all right, best friend?
We're all
think- I
best
think
friends. It's fine.
Good. Oh, perfect. Best friend
That was
beers with the bright.
some good magicking from both of you. I've never seen that. And Howie, nice shot.
Well, it could have been better, I admit. But hey, I got rid of one of them, so I'm happy.
I think we all did good.
Right,
I
let's
really
see what's
like your
down
shiny
here, yeah?
sword.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Just gonna hold on to it for a minute in case there's any more of these rats.
Yeah, speaking of, have y'all ever seen rats looking like that? That's the first for me.
I could ride one of them. They're huge.
I mean, I'm
Hey,
a
can I do,
giant
like,
fox,
a-
so, you know.
Could I do some kind of like check on like what
Yeah,
that was?
Give me a bit of a. Let's do nature check.
Nature? Okay.
And you're also free to move your tokens and look around this little storeroom.
That's a 19.
A 19. Yeah, rats like this are not incredibly common. Rats of this size. It also does look like they've all been eating pretty well. On the fish, probably.
Would you say they're of an unusual size?
They're very much of an unusual size. And it's unsure if it's nature or nurture at this point.
Okay.
You know, I didn't think rats got this big, but it'd be good eating.
Hey, friends. There's a tunnel over here, like a hole in the wall.
Wait, really? Ooh.
That's where those little scrats are getting in here from.
Well, I'll
fine,
be.
We should probably let her know and maybe fix that up.
Are you a
No.
mason?
At home,
Or
we roll barrels
gonna-
like this, full of powder down that with the lid, and it blows it right up, and then it seals the tunnel. You never have to worry about anything nasty coming out of it again. You think she'd like it if we did that for her?
I think we should ask first.
Well, I'm doing a bit of pondering myself, and I'm thinking we might have got rid of these rats for now, but if there's a tunnel, then there may be more where they came from. So I'm not sure if, I mean, closing it now would maybe solve that, but they could just break a hole in again. Maybe we go down this little tunnel thing, see the root of the problem, and then get rid of Miss Tamberley's problem for good.
I have a ponder. What is this liquid on the floor?
That's
Is
a
it
good
water?
question.
It is like brine from like salted
Ah.
fish.
Yum.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, all of these casks have been broken open. They're like pretty decently sized, and they're all empty. Like this
Okay.
is more fish than any of these four rats could eat.
Cool.
The crate that I had accidentally burst open, I'm assuming fish are in it.
Yeah, fish were in it.
Yeah, I'm gonna look around and whisper to everyone, be like, I won't snitch if y'all won't, but if y'all want to grab a fish or two, if y'all are hungry, I mean, we did earn it.
True. I want to see what this is. Okay, so the barrel, was it, this was not damage from us. I don't think Howie missed this far.
Could've.
So is it like bitten open? Like what's the deal here?
Give me a quick perception check.
9?
You're unsure. It doesn't look like it was like teeth that got this open. And like as you're doing this, you kind of like kick something and it makes sort of a clattering sound as you watch this. Was it a dagger? Was it an axe? Sort of just slide underneath one of these barrels.
Hey, do rats use tools? They don't use tools, right?
No.
All right. Well, something used a tool to open this. I think there's
Can
something
I-
going on here.
Can I see if I can find whatever that was that just slid under the barrel?
Yeah, also give me a quick perception check.
Okie dokie.
Just went that way.
13.
It takes you a moment, and you kind of have to like use your staff to like push it out from underneath the barrel. But you do find this sort of old like hand axe that has seen better days. It's got a little rust on it, but it looks like it was decently made at some point. But unfortunately a little too rusted to do much with now.
Is there anything like distinguishing about it? Like, can I tell maybe who might have owned it?
There are sort of like, do you speak Draconic?
That's the one I didn't take. Damn it. No.
There are a couple
Always
of
the one you don't take.
There's a couple of like runes like scrawled and like maybe etched into the side of the axe.
Okay.
But it's very clear that these casks were all broken open with tools.
Okay. Well, this certainly belonged to someone.
Does it look like a lot more stock is missing than what a couple of big rats could have eaten?
Oh yeah, like these 4 massive barrels are all empty. And there's a lot like on the shelves on the far corner that's missing as well. You'll notice that there's like also like bottles of wine and bottles of ale and things like that. A lot of those are missing as well. You can kind of see the spots in the dust where they were.
Now I've got a bit of a sequel to my first pondering. I'm thinking there might be a little more to this than just a couple rats. The rats may be a bit of a diversion to excuse some kind of thievery going on here, is what I'm thinking.
Sounds like you're keeping a lot of pondering in that hat.
It's a big hat. It's a whole lot of pondering.
Maybe we should go and tell Tantalay. Just let her know that maybe there's more than rats down here.
Maybe ask if she's got any enemies or someone who's trying
Besides the fish.
to. Yeah.
Besides the fish.
Yeah, perhaps this is the fish getting their revenge.
Wouldn't be the strangest thing I've heard.
So you going back up to talk to Tangerly?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Literally all you do is at the top of the stairs, like she opens the door for you. Like you had heard her lock it, but now she unlocks it when you knock, and just seeing like, so what's going on? I heard sounds of fighting. Are you all right?
Oh, they're all right. I think Howie's got some smart ideas, and our new friend Nemain here seems to be onto something too.
Well, I wouldn't quite call my ideas smart, but I'm thinking that maybe more than just rats are stealing your stock. You may have some thieves. I mean, we can investigate a bit further, but I don't know how much you're willing to pay us.
I was gonna give you all 10 gold apiece. I can give you 15 apiece if you really figure out what's going on. And you can keep whatever you find.
We did find this axe near the barrels. And I will show it to her.
Mm-hmm. She looks really confused. She's being like, I've never seen that before. You don't break casks open with axes. That's kind of ruins the fish.
And the cask.
That's yeah.
Do you happen to know what this says on here? These runes?
It looks kind of all like gibberish to me. I'm never been all that book smart.
That's all right. All right. Well, it's a start, anyway.
Avarice and I, who are more familiar with the town, would we know? I mean, I don't know if you let us know that it is draconic, or if we can tell that it's draconic. Do we know anybody who?
If you want, you can make a society check.
Cool.
Because you would not know it's draconic.
Society.
I was just asking to verify.
Yeah.
For you, it just looks like runes that are kind of etched in.
Okay.
It might come as a surprise. I'm not trained in it, and I'm going to assume that Avarice just doesn't know. Honestly.
I mean, I have a +0, but I rolled a 16.
Nice.
Unfortunately, it's not enough to tell it's draconic. It's just these strange runes.
Oddly, I am trained in society, but
if you want to try and roll to see if you are aware that it is draconic,
sure.
Let's see. I'm gonna roll for Tangerly.
Oh, you already rolled. Never mind.
Well, I was gonna roll for Tangerly to see if she knows anybody who would speak draconic. And she thinks and she goes, I don't think so. I mean, it's not necessarily an incredibly common language that we all need to speak. I think most of us, I don't know any kobolds or dragons, so.
I think knowing dragons should be fun.
Sounds fun. All right, well. That rat got a big bite at my leg.
I was gonna say, are you doing all right, youngster? It's yeah, I mean, you handled yourself quite well for a little guy, but how you doing?
I mean, after all, I am the scourge of the
course. There was no doubt in my mind. You are the scourge of the sea.
How do you think I got that name? I'm capable of scourging.
Does anyone have medicine?
Yeah. I think I have a healing potion.
Well, you can use the medicine skill. You could use a healing potion if you would like. or you can use a healing spell. The medicine skill, you can use it to, you can roll versus a DC 15 to treat wounds and heal up to a D8. If you would like, it takes about 10 minutes, and I can imagine one of you is doing this while you're having the conversation with Tangerly. If you want, you have to be trained in medicine to roll.
How much damage did you take, by the way?
Am
7.
I? I am.
Wow.
Yeah, that
Out of
rat
what?
rolled max damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it got a good chunk out of the gnome.
You like have no shoulder left.
I got 10.
Good. Fine.
Mhm. 10, unfortunately, is not the DC 15, so you don't make it worse, but you kind of just stop the bleeding, but it's not like enough to heal it.
Okay.
It's alright. I'll live through it. It's fine. It's not the worst that's happened to me.
If you're sure, I mean, maybe for the next little round, you don't stay in the front lines. I mean, I know
that
that's
sounds
your
smart.
thing, but maybe sit back a
mean-
little bit.
I'm just working on my captain skills. Captain's got to go first, right? That's how that works.
Something like that.
All right, yeah, I'll hang back a bit. It's fine.
Okay, so you're heading back down into the basement?
Yeah, how do we feel about going through these little caves?
Let's go.
These caves do look awfully nefarious. If no one else would like to, then I could take the front this time.
This also
I'll
ask
follow.
who has dark vision? Because this going into this tunnel, there is no light.
I believe I do.
As we have established, I cannot see well.
Yeah,
I just have low light.
Yeah, low light.
I don't know if I have any of it.
Dark
Check
vision.
out.
Yeah, Howie, you don't even have low light vision.
You know what? On second thought, maybe I should not be leading the charge. I cannot see shit down here.
You should have like some torch that comes with.
Yeah,
your,
we have torches.
Okay.
You have torches. You can light one of those up if you would like.
Yeah.
I could also cast dancing lights.
There's a good thing you can definitely cast.
But I guess that would give away our location if we were trying to be sneaky,
Mhm.
right?
I think we've given up the ability to sneak in this moment.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I would be hesitant to hold the torch because my gun requires 2 hands, and I would be just using one with a torch. But we can do that.
Yeah, dancing
Yeah.
lights as you need it. Like
Dancing lights, yeah.
with low light, you can still kind of see. It's just Howie with you're kind of being like got a hand on someone's shoulder as you walk forward.
Yeah.
And use dancing lights and light that up. Soon as you approach the
I'll use my tail. I'll use my tail for
Yeah,
the
you got
torch.
your tail. You can-
I
There you
got a
go.
Hold
tail.
your
There,
torch.
let's be using the
Mhm.
tail.
Yeah. So as you squeeze through this hole, you find yourself in a cavern that seems to stretch endlessly beneath the streets of Otari. Who knows what menace could be lurking down here? Up ahead, the passageway ends in a cliff that plunges sharply into darkness. So yeah, as you approach here, there is sort of a cliff that looks to go about 15 feet down.
Ooh, that's
Eek.
deep.
Well,
Watch your step.
You can roll. You can do many things to this. You can attempt to affix a rope to help people who maybe don't have athletics down, because it'll be an athletics check to get down. Or you could just jump and hope for the best.
Does anybody have rope?
I think that the pirate is going to attempt to secure a line and very quickly escort themselves down.
Cool. Yeah, if you use a rope to help you, it is only a DC 10 athletics check to get down.
Fantastic. Aha. I rolled poorly. What is going on with my dice?
Oh no.
Athletics, you said. Haha. 5.
Oh no.
5. So
What is happening
Womp
here?
womp. The scourge of the sea. Not land.
You're doing fine at first. Until like about halfway down, your foot just kind of slips on like a wet rock. And you kind of go sprawling only about like 5 or 6 feet in total. It is not really enough to take any damage at that point. But you've sort of fallen prone, and maybe it's more of a blow to your dignity than actual physical damage.
Ow! It won't let me move. Definitely.
I can hop down next just to make sure Avarice is okay and also scout ahead a bit, because I actually do have something called climbing tail, which I realized. My tail makes it much easier for me to climb. I gain +2 circumstance bonus to athletics to climb. And then the combat climber skill feat, which reduces the number of hands I need or whatever. So I get +2 to my athletics. +7. 24.
24? Yeah, you easily climb down, no problem. That is a critical success.
I'm gonna make sure this youngster's all right, and see if there's anything, strange up ahead. And then
You get down there, and Avarice is dusting himself off, just like everything fine. Nothing.
Avarice, I
nothing
cannot
went wrong.
see you. Hello.
I'm dead here. I'm dead here. Hello. I'm fine. Nothing to see here. Everything went great.
And
that is quite obvious. I'll use my tail to I'll extend it for you to grab to pull you up.
Yeah, and Nemain, you roll a 17, so you get down, no problem.
Yep.
Telbi, you also have a bit of the same trouble that plagued Avarice. You slip on that same wet rock and kind of go sprawling. You don't really take any damage. You fall prone. As you are down into this area, as you're sort of getting your bearings and looking around, you look over to your right and see these very large mushrooms that are growing. A couple of them sort of seem to pulse with a bit of bioluminescence.
Ooh.
Giving a bit of a soft light in the corridor.
Can the
What do
main
you think those
walk
do?
over to them and take a piece?
Yeah, you can easily cut off a little bit of the mushroom.
Okay. She's just gonna store that.
Yeah, you've got a little bit of bioluminescent mushroom. Avarice, what were you saying?
I think Avarice is gonna go up and find the smallest one that they can find and try and put it in their pocket.
Yeah, there's some just normal sized mushrooms. Yeah.
Whole glowing mushroom into their little pockets.
Can I do a bit of a survival check or something to see if I know what kind of mushrooms these are? I would mostly wonder if they're edible, but if they're any special thing. Yeah, I also have a free feature called Survey Wildlife, I think because I have the hunter thing. It's mostly with detecting if there's nearby creatures based on the surroundings. So I don't know if creatures eat these mushrooms or what, but that's only a 10.
10? It's probably just safe to not eat it, at least until you can take a better look at it. For now, you're probably better not.
Yeah, as I see Avarice pocket a mushroom, hey kid, don't eat that mushroom. I see you looking at that mushroom.
It looks Okay. I'll not eat it. I'll just keep it. Puts it
Can I
back.
make Can I make a nature check? See if I know this.
Sure, yeah, if you want to make a nature check.
Never mind.
Oh no.
But yeah, you're unsure. There we go.
I guess just out of curiosity, I would maybe if there's a smaller one, yeah, I'll pocket one as well.
I left
They're
a smaller
glowing,
one
right?
there, so you can have that one.
Okay. Oh. Well, thank you.
Yeah, that's why it's there for you.
Well, I appreciate the generosity. Yeah. What are these mushrooms doing down here? Do we get the sense that like, because it's dark down here, right? Like, how would these be able to even grow?
It's dark, it's damp. It's what mushrooms do.
Exactly.
But glowing ones. Now that what intrigues me.
Oh yes, there is a path forward if you would like to follow that for now.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm.
And as you move into the next room, the tunnel continues
no.
deeper underground, eventually opening up into a large chamber. Patches of glowing blue fungus cling to the ceiling and provide dim light. You can barely make out the vast strands of webbing across the floors and walls of the cavern, stretching between stalactites like shimmering curtains. You all see all of these webs sort of crisscrossing and making a bit of a maze for the room.
Yeah, I thought
Anyone
so.
ever-
So go ahead.
Did anyone ever think that maybe you're just a little fly? These are big.
Now you're the one doing a lot of pondering. Yeah, I was gonna say, I've never been in a cave where there wasn't some kind of insects. So this was bound to happen.
Howie, can I borrow your torch?
Yeah, absolutely. Just don't stray too far, or else, I cannot see a goddamn thing down here. It is
Okay,
far too
I'll
dark
hold
for
your
these.
hand. You could even do it. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that torch and I'm gonna touch it to the closest webbing to us to try to like work the web away.
Well, don't. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I'll hand you the torch, and yeah, I'll have my tail like hold your hand so I don't get lost in the darkness.
Yeah. So yeah, you take the torch and start to burn the webbing.
That's my
Okay.
hope. And get it to disintegrate a little bit around us so we can see if and what is in here. Those of us who can see, those of you who can't are at a bigger disadvantage with sticky shit all around us. So I'm hopeful to avoid any sort of nonsense in that regard.
All right. So you take Howie's torch. You touch it to this webbing, and the webbing goes up. It is very flammable, and it starts to burn. And that's when you look up, and sort of uncurling itself from the ceiling as it comes down is a giant spider. And we're gonna roll some initiative again.
Ah, ha 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 ha. Roll a different dice.
Great.
Perception-based initiative again?
Yes. I will also say if you want to have said that you were trying to sneak through here, you can.
Yeah.
And you can roll stealth for your initiative.
Okay, I want to try to do that. Yeah, yeah, because that gives me a little something.
Yeah.
Can I roll my base initiative instead?
You can just roll perception if you would like. Yes.
No, I mean I've got +4 to my perception, but I've got +7 to my initiative.
That's if you're rolling with Arcana, because you can use different skills to roll. You'd have to give me a reason why you're using
right.
Arcana to roll.
Oh, right. Okay.
You
Never
sensed
mind.
the spider before we did. Ooh,
I did all right.
I rolled well this
bad.
time.
Not bad. Yeah, I did not do great.
All right.
22 from me.
22.
Same.
Nice.
You can go first.
Thanks.
Howie got a 12.
Okay.
Ah.
My dice have chosen murder tonight.
Oh,
And,
God.
The spider rolled a 19 for a 26.
Heck.
Well,
So
it's been nice knowing.
Right?
It has immediately decided that yes, this person who is burning its home is the first one it's going to target, and is going to spend its first
That's fair.
action to move over to you, Telbi.
Damn it.
That's
Telby.
valid.
Good. I'm going to look at it in its 83,000 eyes, and I'm going to give it the most devious, bright dwarf. This is my favorite thing on the planet to do. Smash stuff. Smile.
And it is going to just pull out its like fangs. I don't know what noise the spiders make. I'm going for a hiss. And it is going to try to sink those into your shoulder.
Rip.
For a 29.
Goodbye, Telby.
Yeah. So I'm also going to need you I'm also going to need you to make a fortitude save.
It was everyone's best
Rip.
friend.
Luckily, it only rolled a 1 on its damage, so it does 6 damage. But you are going to take damage from the giant spider venom. And you will be flat-footed for the next round, so you'll have -2 penalty to your AC. So it'll be 10 damage total. Well, actually, no, it'll be 15 damage total. 6 from the bite itself, and 9 from the venom.
Cool.
As you
Awesome.
are flat-footed for 1 round. And then it is going to spend its second action to shoot a web out at Howie, because you're the next one it sees.
No.
That is an 18.
Yeah, meets it, beats it.
It beats. You're not going to take
And
any
then eats
damage
it.
from this, but you are now going to be stuck to the nearest surface, the wall behind you, and cannot move until it successfully escapes.
So it just affects my movement.
You are
Okay.
you are trapped. You are sort of stuck to the wall behind you.
Well, so much for not being, not having any sticky stuff on me.
And I'll go over to escape when it's your turn. But that is its entire turn, and we'll come to Avarice.
That's my friend! And I'm gonna run forward
Mm-hmm.
right next to Telby.
Uh-huh.
And as Avarice runs, they're almost like skipping in this kind of manic, excited way as they draw their rapier out. Or, because it was already out, they never put it away. And they run forward, and this time with a huge flourish, they flip their rapier, which is an insane thing to do. And I'm going to try and do a fascinating performance.
Hell yeah! Let's roll performance versus its will DC.
Oh yeah, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. It is now fascinated by you, and you have panache.
Aha! And I'm going to stab it with panache.
Exactly.
Oh, come on. With my panache, Because it's only a +2, right? It's not a finishing move, so it's a 3 total. 1. My dice hate me. It's fine.
And yeah, so you deal. I have 2. You said 3 total. And what was your roll to hit?
It was a dirty 20.
Dirty
Wait,
20.
no, I have to roll the hit.
No,
Oh,
you
no,
roll the
hold
hit.
on.
You may crit.
I don't, but I rolled well. It was a 21.
21. Okay. Yeah. So that
Sorry, I forgot about that part. Yes.
you're good. So you take 3. It takes 3 damage. And so that is move, performance, attack, 3 actions. You have a little bit of movement left if you want to reposition yourself.
I think seeing Telbi wrapped up with this giant spider and all the webbing and everything, Avarice is gonna kind of like slink away to the corners just a little bit.
You're like,
That's the end of that.
I don't want to be so close.
It's a nimble little hop backwards.
Yep. Nemain, it is now your turn.
Okay, I'm going to start with Foxfire.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Hell yeah. Roll that critical.
For 8 damage.
And I forgot to ask, what element is your Foxfire?
It is electric.
You give this thing a nice zap. And it kind of does the twitch a little bit. And yeah, it's still standing. And you have 2 more actions.
All right, I'm going to, from that, where's the thing? All right, from that, I'm going to go ahead and cast Ray of Frost. 12?
12 is not going to hit.
Poop. Okay.
And then that'll bring us to Telbi.
I am going to hold up my little symbol of a butterfly because it's way cooler than big nasty spiders who want me to be their precious food. And my butterfly is going to flap its wings, and I would like a DC 17 will saving throw, please, as I cast Forced Mercy.
Hell yeah. You said will save?
Yep, DC 17 will save.
Nice. Well,
Are you effing kidding?
It is a 19 for a 24.
All right. So
What
that's
happened to
a-
your dice?
is it critical
Right?
success, or is it just a regular
It's
success?
just a regular success. That is not 10 above your DC.
So then it's only affected for 1 round.
Mhm.
So I will be softening the target's blows, ensuring they avoid vital areas and cause no lasting harm. All physical damage dealt by this target to living creatures becomes non-lethal, and all persistent bleed damage dealt by the target is reduced to 0. It doesn't give them the -2 circumstance penalty, but that's that. So it can bite me, but it can't kill me, bite me, because I got crap left for some life here. And if it doesn't have a hold of me, I would like to take my last action, because that spell was 2, to GTFO.
Okay. That is good. It does not have an attack of opportunity, so you're good. One fun thing about Pathfinder, not everything has an attack of opportunity.
I love that.
So it's always a risk reward if you want to decide to, if you're unsure if it does, to move away from it. But this one doesn't, so you're good. And that'll bring us to the bottom of the round with Howie.
Yeah, I'm stuck to this wall wrapped in spider web, and I'm kind of wiggling around. I'm like, well, it looks like I have found myself to be in quite the pickle. And I guess one of my actions would be to try to escape.
Yeah.
That's
so 1 action to make an escape check.
All right. With athletics?
It can you can use acrobatics, athletics, or an unarmed attack.
Ooh, actually, acrobatics. I'm gonna backflip out of here. That's all right. That's an 18.
An 18. Yeah, that is enough. It's a DC
Cool.
17, so you managed to get yourself
Oh, wow.
free.
Yeah, I like wiggle on that. I was like, oh well, that wasn't too bad. Anyway, now do I see this spider well enough? Because I know my eyes are not great down here.
You've got light on you. You got your
Okay.
torch, so
Okay.
and the torch has
Well,
lit that up.
Telbi had my torch. That's
Mhm.
why I'm wondering. But
Yeah,
I guess
well-
I'm probably close enough, right?
Yeah, and a lot of the webbing is on fire right now. That makes
True,
a really
okay.
great light.
Yeah. Hey, Telbi, if you hold that still real quick, I'm just gonna take a little shot and let's get rid of this little thing. That is a 52.
A 22?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
because
that's
this is
gonna
my
hit.
my first shot. Because I rolled stealth for initiative, I get the one shot, one kill as the sniper. First shot is the deadliest. I roll an extra d6 precision damage. Oh, let's hope I do some good damage here. Okay, so it's 7 damage plus 4. 11 damage.
11 damage. What is it like when you end the spider's career?
Yes.
Oh, amazing. Mr. Spider, sir, I did not take too kindly to you webbing me up there earlier, as I specifically said I did not want to be caught in some sticky stuff. Goodbye, sir. I'm gonna shoot it right in its in the middle of its bazillion eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And end its career.
Yeah, you do. And yeah, you do that. It does thing where it kind of falls back and the little legs curl in.
Now let's hope it does not have babies.
Let's set them on fire if we do.
I do like the way you think. Thank you for holding that torch there, Telbi. Would not have been able to see otherwise.
You can have it back now. I can see in the dark just fine.
Well, thank you.
You
And
best
yeah, I'll take it
friend.
in my tail.
Your best friend,
Lore-
how are you?
I'm feeling a little rough. That's what I just wanted to ask the lore mistress about, because I know spell slots work a little bit different. So I can heal, but if I use it now, is that the only heal I have?
Yes, if it is the one spell you have, it is for the day. But also, everybody, real quick, as you're sort of just looking around, give me a quick perception check. This is not for initiative. I'm going to let you know. This is just to see if you spot anything in this chamber.
17!
That makes me feel like there's something in this chamber. 13.
13?
Nemain is too busy being in shock from seeing a giant spider again.
That's fair.
Why do I not have
It should be on your sidebar.
Yeah, it's like a separate thing entirely.
Yep.
It's where the
right under your AC.
initiative is, yeah, and stuff. Yeah.
There you go.
So both Telbi and Avarice, in the corner, you spot a small webbed up figure that looks fairly reptilian. Maybe looked reptilian at one point, but a little wrapped up bundle.
I don't think Avarice even says anything. They just start running towards it.
Best friend, where are you going by yourself? And I'm gonna follow you.
What on earth?
Saying something?
Yeah, follow. Yeah, that's what I know.
You see the little thing should appear on the map, and you can double click it and see what's in it.
Hello?
Where am I going here?
As you approach it, it does appear to be a victim of said spider. It is sort of a little bit smaller than a gnome, and sort of vaguely reptilian shaped. It's kind of got that elongated face, But as you sort of poke at it, it kind of just sort of deflates. And if you cut it open, you will find a very nicely crafted short sword and 2 healing potions.
Wow. What was this we were saying about dragon folk?
What?
What was that we were saying?
Anyone need a sword or a healing potion? They
looked to the two people.
literally
Yeah, I was
take one of
gonna
the
say,
healing
yeah, I
potions
was
and not
gonna
ask
say,
anyone,
yeah.
put it in their pocket.
Yeah. Are you doing all right, Avarice? You may want to chug down one of those healing potions.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
But yeah, you've got healing potions and a very, very nicely crafted short sword. It's not magical, but it might earn you a little bit extra gold if you sell it.
Telbi, did you also want to take the other one? You took some damage too, right?
I am very bloody.
Yeah, let's
I
do
had
that.
4 gold pieces to make a $1 piece. I would only have 1 of those left.
Oh my. So we're gonna drink
Miss
the 2
Telbi,
healing potions.
you might need to take this right now.
Yeah, I'll drink 1
I'll
for my
drink the other.
1.
Oh
Yeah, I only got 2 out of mine.
no. These are awfully diluted. How long have they been sitting here?
You know, Avarice, this short sword looks just as fancy as you do. It probably goes really good with your other shiny one if you want it.
Does seem pretty nice. Y'all wouldn't
Go
mind
for it.
if I, took this, to keep my other sword company, right?
No, go for it.
No.
I think a
Right.
fine sword like that suits the scourge of the sea just fine.
Now you're getting it.
I'll whisper to you, and you don't even have to paint this one. I whispered. Thank you.
Yes, I will take the finely crafted short sword.
Yeah, you should.
Don't
just
know
be
how
able
to actually take it.
If you open up your sheet, you should be able to just drag and drop it into your inventory.
Ooh,
Well,
I did it.
Right, so you took and used both those healing potions.
Yes.
Cool. Yeah. By this time, most of the webs have burned away. There seem to be no other spiders. It was just that one.
Good.
but shall we proceed? I mean, I'm not sure if this here victim of the spider has anything to do with, our little thievery thing going on back there, but perhaps.
Can I
And,
investigate the body a little bit?
I
yeah,
was just gonna say that.
if you want to give me a medicine check to sort of see if you can pull anything from it, if you have medicine. Also, I was going to say if
do.
anyone has medicine and has a healer's kit, you can attempt to use medicine on like Telbi, because you can't use Avarice because you've already done Avarice and it requires an hour. But yes, to look at this sort of wrapped body and sort of figure out what it is, you're relatively sure that this was a kobold.
That's what I wanted to know.
Right. Well, kobolds do speak Draconic. I would bet that this little axe here probably belonged to this one.
And the poor guy died before he even got to finish his dream of being a real big, regular-sized dragon. That's what he gets for being a vermin.
Oh, that's so sad. Well,
I would
thank you,
assume,
little mini dragon, for your little bit of help. This pretty thing.
I would also assume that this is one of the thieves that's been stealing from our dear friend.
Right, yes, and thieving is bad.
Supposedly.
Yeah, but aren't these little tiny dragon guys just as bad as rats where there's one, there's more?
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
I don't want to lead the way this time.
I'll lead.
Aw, thank you, Nemain.
Right. As you come to sort of this area, you notice a bit of off to one side. It seems to be a bit of a crudely made barricade. The passageway leads deeper underneath the streets of Otari, and it appears to be mostly natural. But someone or something has kind of worked to artificially enlarge it. You can kind of see a bit looks like tool work on the walls, but like it does look like these tunnels existed, but they were just made larger. And as you pass, you see a crude barricade made out of wood planks, and part of a barrel blocks an entrance to a side tunnel, while the main passage continues off into the gloom. But I also think that this is a pretty good place for us to take our break. As the party makes choice to see if there's anything behind the barricade or just continue down the tunnel. And yeah, we'll see everybody in 10 minutes or so. Get up, stretch your legs, take your meds, get something to eat, get something to drink. We will. And yeah, we'll see everybody in 10 minutes. Welcome back. I hope you all had a restful break. We did. We are all hydrated and snacked up as we were ready to return to the Menace under Otari. So yeah, as we left things, you came to a bit of a fork in the road. There is a strange, sort of almost homemade barricade blocking off a side passage, or you can just ignore it and continue going forward.
Hey,
I
do we want
think
to
we
try
would-
that torch trick?
Now that may be a bit of an aggressive move. Burning the whole think we could
Barricade,
try-
spider web.
Yeah,
thing.
maybe we could do a little more sneaking.
Wait a minute.
That way maybe less insects will get the jump on us.
What you got, Telbi?
Aren't these barricades made of barrels? Isn't that the stuff from the ladies' storage room? We should go in there and investigate it and see if our stuff's in there. Maybe
I
more
agree.
of our fish.
I agree.
I like burning things, but we don't have to do that.
I will say the wood is all kind of like weird and like a little bit wet, so it's definitely not going to catch a light. And also, it is very thick wood, so if it did burn, it'd be burning a lot, and there'd be a lot of smoke.
Do we still have the axe?
I
You
have-
do.
I do, yes.
Oh, Telbi, go ahead. What am I saying?
If I can hit it. I'm not really good at my hammer. My dad just wanted me to have it when I go adventuring. He really didn't want me to go adventuring, so he
It's
gave
really
me.
pretty.
But crack, whack, 17.
17, yeah, you do make a bit of noise as you can kind of hear the sound of this splintering sort of echoing throughout the hallways. And also, while you're all doing this, give me a quick perception check real quick.
I also roll stealth.
Yeah, you can. Well, this is
I
not
wanna-
this is not a fight. This is like see if you
Oh,
notice
I know.
something.
I would just like to, in general, be sneaky.
Mhm.
That's not bad. That's 18.
18,
22 perception.
Same.
22.
Do my
So-
monkey eyes see?
You all, beyond this barricade and whatever's beyond it, you definitely hear clattering noises. And beyond this barricade, there are absolutely no lights, so your torch is doing all of the work unless you have dark vision, then you're fine.
I think we definitely got some attention, but why don't we just try and see what's in there? And they're just already walking.
I still have my dancing lights up.
Yeah, that helps as well. And beyond the barricade, you notice an old cavern corridor that winds down into the earth, ending in an ancient burial vault lit by a strange torch with a blue flame. Alcoves line the walls, each one containing a rotten wooden sarcophagus, while the center of the room has a raised platform with a stone sarcophagus. And as you enter this room, you have made it known your presence, and its inhabitants are awake. Yeah, we're gonna roll some more initiative. If anybody wants to be stealthing down this corridor,
I do, yes.
Stealthing down this
Sorry,
corridor?
before just as we go through like the tunnels, I meant to ask this earlier. Can we tell if, and let me know if I have to roll for this, if the caves that we're in have been here, or do they look like man-made and dug out like recently or something?
It's not necessarily recent, but it is definitely like over the years these tunnels have been carved out.
Okay.
You specifically would notice that you're kind of having to like hunch over just a little bit because you're getting close to 6 feet. It definitely seems like these tunnels are made for people who are shorter.
Okay. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, my just initial thought was like, were these carved out just so they could steal from this poor lady, or they've been here? Okay, good to know.
I got a
going to
25.
Roll the nat too. Mine is a 9.
Nemain and Telbi, what did you roll?
I got an 18.
Oh,
Wait. I got an 18 on stealth.
Yeah, you can roll stealth for initiative. That's fine.
mine is
I did not roll stealth because I'm not being subtle.
22.
22?
I did not roll stealth.
Cool. So you hear this sort of clattering of bones and the slow moaning of zombies and skeletons, Avarice, as you are the first to act.
Hello, new friends. And as Avarice runs in, we got little short legs. We're gonna go as far in until we see something to hit. Is there anything to hit yet? There is. I was here. Yeah, haha. And gonna run forward and again with that like springing leap, and this time you all get the full visual of this gnome almost like doing a dance a bit as they leap through and kind of bounce off of the stones and the broken sarcophagus. They get to the big stone one, and they just kind of leap off of it and do a kind of twist in the air as they leap towards the first thing that they see that looks dangerous. So I'm gonna try and do a fascinating performance. Boo, I rolled poorly. But 15?
You succeed.
All right.
Nice.
On this skeleton, it doesn't. It's got a very low will save. It's very fascinated by this strange moving creature. Kind of like does the thing where it turns its head.
Then I'm going to again try and do a precise strike, this time with my new, beautiful, well-made short sword.
Yeah. I mean, if you want, you can immediately earn panache, and then because this would be your third action, right?
Yeah.
You can immediately follow that up with a. You can do your confident finisher if you would like.
Oh, I would love that.
And it's
Let's
just
go.
You roll that attack, but then if you hit, you do damage no matter what. You'll do your precision damage no matter what, but you'll also roll extra damage if you hit.
Oh, okay, fantastic. Then that is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 is gonna hit, so roll that damage.
Okay, so I'm rolling. I haven't done this part yet. How do I finish her? No,
So
not the
it's
wrong
gonna you deal half your precise. Well, if you are going to deal.
So I do 2d6 from the finisher,
Yes.
and then my d6 for the sword. Yes?
Yes.
Great. I roll them. Oh man, holy smokes, that's almost max damage.
Nice.
That is 17 points of damage.
17. Yep.
Yo.
You
Wow.
with your very just it's almost dance of an attack. You spin around and you just take this skeleton's head right off, and it goes down.
Go for the head!
As I see this happening, I like whisper to Telbi and Nemain. I'm just like, for as long as I've known this kid, I've always thought his grand tales were an exaggeration, but honestly, seeing it in action is quite impressive.
And yeah, that'll bring us to Telbi.
I will follow that up with, we do have the best friends, don't we? And then
We
I'm
do.
gonna and one of the things that we can see from my movement, I have my map way zoomed out so I can't see squares. I'm going to lance at it with some energy of all of this positive energy that I have built up inside of me, and I want it to make me a DC 17 fortitude saving throw or get wrecked, scrub.
For which one?
Whichever's the first one I can see stepping in. I can't see them on the map.
Were you using Divine Lance?
Disrupt undead.
Disrupt undead. Okay, cool. Yeah. Cool. So the zombie shambler that's like right next to you.
Okay, that's the one.
That's only a 12.
Okay, so he's gonna get some damage. Let me push the cast button. Okay, so damage and also enfeebled for 1 round. So 10 damage plus enfeeblement 1 for 1 round.
Nice.
And you will notice
And-
as you strike this thing, it actually seems to do more damage. Like this thing is a weakness to positive damage.
Ooh.
Good. Good. Excellent. So that being said, that is end of turn for me. And I will say for the bright lady.
Right? And that'll bring us to Nemain.
Me. Okay. Let's see. I suppose I should move into the room here. Can I see this one from where I'm at?
Yes. Yeah, if you can see them on
Okay.
the map, you definitely
Alrighty. Then I'm going to start by doing Foxfire.
So it'll be 1 action to move, 1 action Foxfire, which will leave you 1 action after that.
That's perfectly fine with me.
Okay.
Rip.
We have hero points if you want to use one. You have earned you should have at least 1 more hero point by now.
Sure. What does that do for me?
You re-roll and take the second option.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Let's try that again.
Yeah, that is 16. So that is definitely going to hit.
Groovy. For 2 points.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
this zombie seems in very bad shape.
Good. Let's see here. And then I'm going to go ahead and cast Clinging Ice.
All right. They need to make a reflex save. It'll be a 14.
Nope.
All right. So they will take that damage. So roll that damage.
4.
All right. You do turn the zombie into a block of ice. And I will let you know. So it is your focus spell. So to get it back, you would essentially during your next like 10 minutes do like a little bit of a refocus ritual. You could have easily have done it before.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you know, you've had a few times where you've stopped for a moment and you can easily take that time.
Okay.
So yeah, that is the zombie shambler out of the way, and that is your turn. And it is now the skeleton guard, and it is the one that is closest to Avarice. So it is going to sort of shamble over with its first action. You can hear sort of the clanking of armor, rusted armor and bones, and it's gonna has this scimitar in its hand, and it's gonna sweep it down at you. For a 21.
Ouch.
Yeah, absolutely.
For 8 damage.
Ouch.
Ouch.
And
Ow!
it's got one more action left, so it's gonna follow up with one more attack.
What's your max
No.
HP?
That's only 11, and I don't think that's
Oh
gonna
no,
hit.
that doesn't hit.
So you managed to
Fantastic.
duck out of the way.
Oh, I started with 19. We're a little guy.
Oh no.
And it is another skeleton. It sort of shambles out from where this coffin is over to you, Telbi. First action. Second action is going to swing at you with its scimitar. For a 23.
These rolls.
I am rolling on
these
the
rolls.
BTP and they can see everything.
Yeah.
So that is 8 damage for its first attack. And then it's going to try attack you again. For a 10.
So basically, we're gonna become these skeletons in the same room, right?
Right?
Yeah,
That's
That's why there's so many.
a 10 doesn't hit, right?
No, 10 doesn't hit. Also ignore that disrupt
Yeah.
undead. I
You're
didn't
good.
catch that.
So yeah, you will take 8 damage from the scimitar, and yeah, that's its entire turn. Howie, it is now your turn.
Now, because I rolled stealth and I was trying to sneak around as like initiative and stuff, would I be considered hidden,
Um,
or can I be considered hidden? Is my question really?
technically, you're only hidden if you're above them in the initiative, but I'll give it to you this time.
Okay. Cause yeah, I guess I'm like kind of like hidden between these two, and like I'm assuming this is like a little coffin
They're
here.
not paying attention to you. That's
Yeah,
huge.
from my understanding, if I'm hidden, it marks my target as flat-footed.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, seeing Avarice in trouble over here and taking a hefty blow, and just like peeking my head and I'm just being like, now this mystery has taken quite the peculiar turn. We've got a lot of strangers of the undead variety. Hey, watch out! And I'm going to shoot at little Skelly over here. Okay, that's good. That's 23 to hit.
23 is going to hit.
Okay. So initial damage is, oh my god, yes, max damage. So 10 plus, because it's my first shot. And oh my god, actual max damage. 16 damage.
Gunslingers, man.
Yeah, holy moly. Yeah,
And that was the
16
one that is
damage.
directly in front of you, or the one that's fighting
The
Avarice?
one attacking Avarice. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, they're gone.
Okay.
You shoot the head right off of it and just becomes a pile of rusted metal and bone.
Hey, Avarice, move your head a little bit, and then as soon as like they move a little, headshot the thing.
Mhm.
Nice shot. Thank you.
No problem. And I'm going to use my second action to covered reload. I guess I'll duck back a little bit, reload, and then I guess I'll try to shoot this one. Now tell me, on a scale from 1 to 10, how much do you like your new friend here? That's not gonna be good. 7's not gonna hit, is it?
No, it is not going to hit unless you want to spend a hero point and attempt to hit.
Sure. I feel like I'm gonna say yes every time you ask me.
Right.
Oh, it's not that much better. That's a 9.
Yeah, unfortunately, your shot is gonna go wide no matter what. You just can't get a good shot above Telbi.
Yeah, I'm imagining it's like my rifle has a bit of a scope on it, and like I look in it, and it's like too close.
Yeah.
It's just like so like all the little movements, I'm like shooting like not great.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to step back a bit. And then that's my turn.
Yeah. And it'll bring us to Avarice.
Oh goodness. Hello. The everything around me is dead.
Yes.
So, seeing my new best friend Telbi in danger, going to run towards her. And as they run, there's definitely like some blood behind them. They're pretty injured, but we're gonna make it happen. It's gonna be fine. And so we're gonna run over. Hi, Telbi. And that skipping leap kind of jumps off of a stone, and they are gonna kind of like slide actually in and land over here. I'm gonna try and flip my beautiful short sword around and fascinate this skeleton. That's a 16.
You do it with aplomb.
Nice.
Aha! That I'm going to try and finish them by carving upward from the floor. Dramatic deck slide, except there's no deck here, and that is a 20!
And you hit.
Nice.
Natural 20. First
Natural
one.
20, so roll and double everything.
We're gonna just eviscerate this poor skeleton.
Yeah. I should have thought about it earlier, and I would have pulled out my my crit card deck.
Well, that's 20 total damage.
Holy cow.
My goodness. Jeez.
Yeah, give us the play-by-play of how you destroy the skeleton.
Avarice slides in, says hello to Telbi, and behind them is blood and then dust from the floor as they slide in, and their boots kind of kick up all of the old city dust that's on the floor. And they come in with this new short sword. They flip it around in their hands a few times before they reverse grip, slide it all the way up the skeleton, and all of the ribs. You can almost hear them like a xylophone unattached.
Yeah, and you take them out.
Keep this up, and they'll call you the Scourge of the Caves in no time.
Mhm.
Ooh, you think?
There's a bit of loot. You do see on the wall there is this strange blue torch.
Ooh.
And as you like get closer to it, like with like Howie, the torch you're holding, it like gives off heat. And as you approach this torch or even get near it, you cannot sense any heat from it.
Nemain is very interested in this.
Some questions about this torch.
I mean, be careful, but perhaps picking it up will do something.
Well, back home, before I did this stuff, I got to hang out in the crypts and keep undead stuff away. That's I'm really good at karate chopping these guys. Not as good as my new best friend over here, but I'm pretty good at it. And sometimes we would use different kinds of magical fire to do different rituals, or if you would go into like the big burial chamber where they bury the kings, there's like a secret chamber. You don't know this, but you don't know where I'm from or where this is. So I'm not telling you this, but there's a secret chamber. And if you use the green torch, you can light up the wall and you'll see the symbols. And if you push the symbols that only light up from the green torch in the right way, then you can get into the secret room. And that's where all the treasure is. But you have to know the order and where I'm from to know that. So, I mean, you know.
Telbi, that's so
I will
cool.
I will admit I am but a simple farmer, so all of this magic mumbo jumbo is beyond me. But I do appreciate it.
So you see that sort of blue torch. You'll also notice that that last skeleton that you took down, most of the gear and everything is completely unusable, but one of the things that clattered to the floor was a very nice polished shield.
Wow.
Ooh, pretty.
That's very
With a
nice.
bit of a lion motif on it.
Cool.
I don't know how to use a shield. This is like the size of me, but if anyone wants it, it's pretty nice. Might have to dust some of the
Does-
bone off of it.
Does anyone mind if I take the torch?
Go ahead.
Be our guest. It does suit your vibe.
Yeah, you can take the ever burning torch. It will never extinguish, and
Oh wow.
you can never be put out.
Cool.
How do you?
Brad.
Oh, I guess. How do you store it?
Like if you wrap something around it, it'll stop, and then when you
Ah.
unwrap, it'll start back up again.
Very cool.
I'm going to tie it to the top of my staff.
Oh, cool.
Works too.
Absolutely,
So
so cool.
So sick. Does anyone want this shield? This I got my hands full with this torch and this two-handed rifle, so it's no use to me.
If I could have it, it's a lot nicer than my one I got, and I'll hold up my little wooden buckler shield that's kind of attached to my arm.
Yeah, tell
I
me.
mean,
you
this
should
one, this
definitely
shield's
take
as
it.
big as you.
Now, it says it gives a +2 AC bonus, but I don't know how to make that happen, Captain.
Equip
So
it
it's-
as a shield.
Yeah, well, equip it as a shield. Yeah.
It's on. I put it under armor. Doesn't go there? In my inventory.
Yeah, it goes under armor.
You just have to click the little
It was like a
Icon
shirt
that-
icon, right?
yeah.
mm.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me see if I took
So,
my book.
yeah, you have it
Yeah,
in
right.
your offhand, and it'll give you that AC bonus, but only if you actually spend an action to raise your shield. In
Sure.
combat, you spend an action, you raise your shield, and that'll give you that AC bonus. And then also what it will do is if something hits you, you can spend a reaction to shield block, and with that, the shield will take some of the damage from it, so you don't take all of it.
Okay, perfect. I do have one last thing I would like to do in this room before we
Mhm.
escape it. I would like to put these bones back in these skeletons in the places they belong.
Yeah,
I don't want to be disrespectful to the dead. That's just exact opposite of my core beliefs.
Yeah.
So
I can help you with that.
You just carry them all back to the coffins. Just be like, go back to your nap.
pretty much.
Exactly
I
that.
I do prefer
While
these
they're-
skeletons not moving.
While they're doing that, can I investigate the sarcophagus?
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
It's interesting.
13?
13. It does seem to be sealed shut. There are, like the shield you found before, there are motifs of a lion on there. And with the roll, you're unsure of what they mean, but it is something to probably you can definitely look into later.
Okay.
Can I help and also roll a perception? See if
Sure.
about anything. Hey, Nemain, perhaps try using that fancy torch and moving around the room, and maybe we'll, like Telbi said, uncover some secrets, some magical secrets. Oh,
Can I
much
do that?
worse. Don't even listen to Howie. Much
I mean,
worse.
you can look around and see if the torch and it doesn't. There isn't really anything else here, especially
Okay.
that you can tell with your perception rolls.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a natural 2. I don't see anything.
Oh, bud.
I'm noticing around this area that we're in that there are 3 torches on northwest and south wall that have one particular look and one hanging above the sarcophagus on the east wall.
Oh, the one that was hanging above the sarcophagus, that was the ever burning torch.
That was the Everlight. Okay.
Yep.
That was my curiosity. Perfect then.
All of these were just like ones that you would just light, like if you were needing to do something. The ever burning torch is always there, but like if you need more light, you would light these.
Perfecto.
They're not lit right now. What if we try lighting them up?
There is nothing in them. These are like
Okay.
ones that you would like put a torch in, or
I
you
see,
put
okay.
something in to light it up.
Less a torch,
It's a
more of
thought.
a torch holder.
Yeah,
What
more of a
torch holder,
torch
yeah.
holder.
Well, that was an interesting little side jaunt.
I am curious what's in this sarcophagus, but
So I'm wondering if they were blocking something in instead of trying to keep people out.
Well,
Like maybe our little
possible.
dragon friends might have thought maybe not to come and touch all the skeletons. That makes
probably.
sense. By the way, I'm bleeding like a lot.
Okay.
Help.
I can fix you. If anybody
Thank
else
you.
if anybody else has taken any kind of damage, just come in my prayer circle, and I'm gonna say something to you. I'm gonna say the
boy.
moon is like a scimitar, a little silver scimitar, drifting down the sky, and near beside it is a star, a timid twinkling golden star that watches like an eye. And through the nursery window pane, the witches have fire again, just like the one we make. And now I know they're having tea. I wish they'd give a cup to me with witch's currant cake. And I'm going to cast my heal spell at the 3 actions. If I can do that outside of combat.
Yeah, you can 3 action cast heal if you would like. Yeah.
I would love to do that. That disperses positive energy in a 30-foot emanation, targets all living creatures in the burst. It's only a D8. I think to heighten it, I have to have the next spell level, which I don't have.
Yeah.
So I can't add anything else. So it's only a D8, but a D8 is a D8 is a D8.
Want me to roll
That's
it? Or are you rolling it?
Well, you can roll your own if you want, or I could roll it for you. I don't care.
I rolled a 2. I did real good. My dice are really on my side today.
I also rolled a 2, so you and I are in the same.
All the dice are on my side today.
When it comes to healing, when it comes to combat, your dice are pretty good.
you did, yeah, you
That's
did
fair.
roll some pretty sick combat rolls. So.
Yeah.
Here for a good time. Maybe not a long time.
Yeah, and if there's any other undead hiding in these sarcophagus near us, they're gonna get some blast.
Yeah.
They can get blasted also. Can we maybe stop fighting for a while?
That seems
I do
maybe
like that
smart.
idea.
If you would like, you can also attempt to move quietly. That is an option you can take. You can essentially, you will be making stealth rolls as you move along, saying if you were to enter a room with things in it, as long as you were rolling above their perception, they wouldn't immediately notice you.
What's everyone's stealth, by the way?
Pretty good.
I got a 7 plus 7.
I don't really go sneaking about places.
+1.
Yeah, so my suggestion is if we do want to sneak around a bit and try to avoid fighting, the stealthier people could be up front and like poke around and scout ahead, which I would
Problem
volunteer.
is, if I were one of those stealthy people, I have
Yes.
8 hit
Yeah.
points left.
Yeah. How about you slink back a bit, youngster?
Can I give you a healing potion? Because I have one.
I will gladly
Yeah.
take it.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Nemain.
You're welcome.
Maybe this one's less diluted than the ones we drank earlier. It is a little. We're getting closer. I'm at 12 now. We're back to where I was when we decided to come back down here.
Nice. Yeah, I'll scout up front. Nothing's bit me or slashed at me all day, so.
But you sure? I can just sneak with you. I'm quiet. Or something.
I look at your
hurt,
wounds. Not
my
quite
love.
enough, apparently.
That's fair. All right. Well. Sure.
Yes, and you can slink on behind me. We'll take the front, and I'll if anything tries biting you or slashing you, I'll be there.
All right.
These mushrooms look different.
No, they're just more of like the glowy
Okay.
blue ones. The ones that you saw earlier were like a mix of the glowy blue ones and like the normal like cap mushroom.
Oh, okay.
Is this here another spider web?
Yeah, but you don't see any. It's just across the
Okay.
it doesn't seem to be connected to anything. Also, as you're doing this, give me stealth rolls for everybody.
Yes.
Just sort of see how you are how you're all moving.
Avarice, that pondering you were doing earlier, I've been pondering myself about it, and you might be right. At first I thought they may have
Dirty
barricaded
20.
themselves to protect themselves from that spider. But now I'm thinking, yeah, maybe I'm trying to keep stuff in there.
I mean, that did really hurt. It's a 21.
26.
Yeah, you're all moving fairly silently, other than Telbi, who's probably saying something about best friends. And everybody else moving pretty silently. And eventually you do come to an area where you kind of see this sort of rough-hewn stone turn more of a almost like crafted stone. And off to your right, there's a set of double doors, but also the path continues in front of you. Also, almost looking like it's leading into like a maybe the basement of another building.
Ah.
I wonder what's in there. Ooh, spider webs.
I think it's worth a little bit of an investigation.
Is it though?
Yes.
We keep investigating things and we keep finding things to fight.
But you
Nemain
got that
does make
neat
a point.
torch.
I did, but I'm going to stand out here for right now.
Think about that nice lady and her business, and what happens if she loses all of her fish, and then she doesn't have fish to sell to people, and then she doesn't have money, and then she doesn't have food to eat for herself, and she loses her business in her house. We just have to do it to help her, best friend.
Also, the fish thief might be in there.
I'm pretty sure we found the fish thief. It was the kobold.
He was pretty dead to be stealing fish
And he was
recently.
pretty little.
Such a lot of fish for one tiny little kobold.
And I'm telling you, they're like rats. Where there's one, there's more.
Besides,
Somewhere.
aren't you curious? Avarice says as they grab the handle of the door.
Yeah.
Am I the only one hearing the little kid laughs that are going around? They make me nervous.
As Avarice puts their hand on the door handle, I'm like, let me do it.
Mhm.
Last thing we want is for you to be thrown into another spider zombie fight.
Or
Let's do it quietly. Yeah, can I try to open the door like as quietly as possible if it's not locked?
It is not locked.
Oh. Well, fancy that. An unlocked door.
Mhm.
take a peek inside. I don't fully open it. I just take a little peek through like the sliver.
You can
Oh.
open it. And this ancient wooden door sort of creaks open as you like open it enough to peek, revealing a ruined chamber. Mold and rot stain every surface. On the far side of the room is a stone statue of a giant squid, its tentacles reaching towards an altar in the center of the chamber. The scum covers almost everything, but it hasn't touched the silver bowl sitting atop the stone altar. That is perfectly clear and fine.
Nemain, there doesn't seem to be anything to fight in here, so I think the coast is clear. Unless you don't like stone squids, then I would stay out of the room.
There's a what? A stone squid?
squid.
I want to see.
I mean, it's not
Alright,
alive.
alright.
It's a stone statue
Yeah.
of a squid.
Don't you know so many fish stories are about giant squid? I want to see it.
Yeah, I fully opened the door so they can all see.
Okay. I want to investigate the bowl.
If you're doing this, if you have religion, roll me religion.
I do.
Yeah, roll
I
me
do
religion.
not. I am but a simple farmer.
Well, that didn't do very well.
Honestly, the DC was 10. It wasn't. This is an altar to Gozray, the god of nature and the fury of the ocean.
Oh.
And yeah, the bowl itself is filled with water, very clear water.
Huh.
The squid is beautiful.
Do we know like what kind of like who worships this kind of deity? Or...
Gozray is quite often worshipped by sailors and people who work on the water. Gozray brings storms, but also brings calm seas and good winds.
Sounds a bit down your alley, Avarice. Sea and giant squids.
I think I'm in love with this giant squid. It's beautiful.
It is some fine craftsmanship, I will admit.
But why sailors worship underground when they would really like the ocean and stuff? It's a really interesting place to put that. Like, what if they're not good sailors like you, Avarice? What if they're...
I'm a scourge. Arr.
Well, you're a good scourge, and these could be
All right.
culty scourge.
Oh.
I would like to check for any signs of the occult in the room with a 22, please.
There are no signs of the occult. This is you have seen shrines like this to Gozray before. It appears that quite possibly maybe years ago under Otari, there was other buildings that maybe got flooded or collapsed because of quakes or magic, and Otari has been built on top of it. Quite often, to get a blessing of Gozray, one drinks from like a silver bowl with water in it.
I was just about to ask if I could do that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You can take like a little bit of a cup from your camping kit, scoop up some of the water, and drink it. And as you drink it, please give me a fortitude save.
Oh no.
Oh, phenomenal.
DC 10.
Where is that?
Should
Oh,
be on
there
the
it is.
sidebar.
Okie dokie. Let's see. Groovy.
17. You can feel the power of the ocean surging through you. You heal 8 damage if you were injured, but also for the next hour, you do gain a power that you can use during a critical hit. And is a reaction that you can use The ability turns a critical success into an ordinary success. When hit by a critical hit. So once per hour, if something critically hits you, you can spin this reaction to turn it into a regular success.
Cool.
Seeing Nemain do that immediately, Avarice like cups their hands in the water and does the same thing immediately.
Yep, roll me that fortitude save.
Oh no, buddy.
DC
12.
10. DC 10. 12 makes it. You heal 8, and you will also gain Ocean's Might.
Hey guys, we're healed. We did it.
Now I want to join in on this drink, and I mean, if y'all,
It's a little salty, but you should definitely do it. Feels great.
Yeah, I'll take a sip of this bowl. Why not? Fortitude save.
Thank you, great squid.
Oh, perfect. 22.
22, yeah. You will also gain Ocean's Might, and if you
that does taste good.
Telbi, will you also drink the salt water?
Will it make the bright lady mad?
No.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Really positive?
Positively positive.
Okay, if she gets mad at me,
you can have a talk to me.
You know what? I will. I'll send her right to you.
And do two positives cancel each other out?
I don't get shit.
I think they do.
You do have a hero point if you want to attempt to reroll that.
I do have hero
do
point.
It.
Oh no.
Oh,
Be mad.
Go away. Get off of there. I don't know how to take it off. Oh, aha! I figured it out.
Oh yeah, you have to right click, I learned.
Much better. You heal 8 damage, and you will also gain Ocean's Might.
Now, I have a question. Since I haven't taken any damage, does that give me temporary hit points?
It does not.
Okay.
Great question. That would have been sick.
Avarice is now like touching all of the weird boss and everything. We've lost them.
Now I keep thinking back to what Telbi said. Nemain, do you wanna bring out that weird torch and see if there's any funky business in this here weird room?
Yeah, I can do that.
I mean, I imagine the torch was already out.
Yeah,
on your staff.
Literally tied to my staff that I'm walking
yes.
around with.
Yes,
Yeah.
true.
You'll notice that like some of the moss and lichen does a little bit of a glows a little bit under this sort of magical blue light, but nothing like no secret scrawled messages or anything appear on the walls.
So no blacklight writing.
Yeah.
Should we bottle some of this here special water in case more rats try to take bites out of us?
No.
Take the main word.
That's kind of sacrilegious, isn't it? Taking it away from the place it's supposed to be.
I mean, it's in my
now
stomach
that
now.
I've said it out loud, you're entirely correct.
In your stomach.
Howie says that, and Avarice looks down at their stomach.
Your stomach is a little different. It's meant for you to drink it, but I think if you were to try to like bottle it and then take it, you could make them angry, because then they might think you're greedy, and that's not making you a good scourge. That's making you a stingy scourge.
Ah, got it. Yep, that makes a lot of sense.
Besides which, it wouldn't work outside of here anyway. You'd have to drink it from a silver bowl.
You think?
I would trust the magically inclined in this situation, so...
You're very smart, Nemain.
Oh.
We have the best friends, don't we, guys? I'm going to give you a ritual. If you consent, I will group hug you. If you don't want to be touched, I will not violate you.
Yep.
My tail, like, also wraps around the group a little bit.
Aww.
This is nice.
Come here.
I think my little butterfly like lands on your tail and kind of like chills on your tail.
Aw. Kid. Shall we proceed?
Yeah.
I like tip my hat to the squid. Well, thank you for your kind generosity.
Another deep, flourishing bow, this time to the squid, before leaving.
Blessings of the bright lady, ocean god, and thank you for all of your assistance.
Don't go that far.
Uh-oh.
Ah.
Now, hold on, Nemain. Where you running off to?
We'll put you right back there as you Nemain, you enter first, and you see a large room that once looks like it was a storeroom for the building above. At the far side, you can make out what might have been a cage or a cell at some point, but it is now full of crates and barrels. Two lizard-like creatures the size of human children are clustered around the door to the cell, trying to pry it open. You notice that at the moment, they're a little bit too busy with whatever the store is to notice you, as long as you stay quiet.
Yeah, I will do that.
All right, everybody roll for stealth.
Okie dokie.
These sounds are hilarious.
Initiative-based stealth or just skill check stealth?
Skill check stealth. If you know you do fail and they do notice you, we will roll into initiative using those same numbers.
Okay.
These are
17.
friend-shaped sounds.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Oh no! Oh no! I rolled really well.
12.
24.
I'm not fucking sneaky, guys. I got a nat 1.
Oh,
Oh,
tell
no.
me, tell me.
I have a hero point. You want me to re-roll it so I don't?
Up to you.
Yes.
I think I should do that because
Yeah.
that's really not a nice. That's me not being a good friend right here.
That's better.
That's better.
That's a little better.
So if you keep quiet, you're relatively sure that they won't notice you, and you don't get any closer to them.
These sounds are bizarre. Yeah.
Let's go. Let's turn that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
How do I slide the map up so I can see?
Right click.
You right click and drag.
Right click drag, yeah.
Wow, that's fancy. Thank you. All right. And you said they just look like small child-size individuals. We can't really tell what they are.
Oh,
from
you
here.
can tell that they're kobolds.
Yeah, they're kobolds.
Mm.
I'm gonna whisper. See, I told you. Where there's one, there's more. Sneaky rascals. Get him.
Yeah.
Let's knock him out.
We're not going to. No. What we're going to do is go back upstairs.
We're trying to sneak around. Sneak around.
Oh,
Did we see
Round.
anything else in this room? Like any other doors?
There is a door that is off to your left.
Ooh.
It is currently closed.
Can we open that without alerting them?
You
Yeah, can we-
try? It'll
Can
be
I try to
another
do it
stealth
sneaky?
check.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do it sneakily. Sneakily.
You kind of hear the
Sneakily.
little sort of yipping sounds and giggles as these kobolds are like trying to fit the spear through the door to try to pull it open.
As Howie does
That's a
that, Avarice kind of
9.
slips around to the corner and kind of tucks in, watching what the kobolds are doing.
Hmm.
That's not great. It's a 12.
Yeah, the door makes a very loud creak as you open it,
Crap.
and the kobolds turn around and go. "Rah!" And we're gonna roll into initiative.
Oh.
We're gonna fight the friend-shaped kobolds.
Since I just used stealth to open that, would I just use that roll as my initiative?
Yes.
Okay, so that's a 12.
All right. If everybody else wants to roll, if you want to continue using stealth, you can use stealth, not perception. And
23.
Okay, 23.
Now, we may not have to fight them if they
Only
understand
14.
common. Maybe we can talk to them. Understand what's going on here. And I look to Nemain, like, no fighting yet.
I agree
Avarice,
with
you
that.
said what?
14.
Cool. Yeah, and Nemain, you will start things off.
All right. I'm going to try to talk to them. Hello.
They look at you, they've got their spears out, and they just kind of like, it sounds like hissing, and they do not appear to be able to understand common. And they go like, it's like a hiss and a yip.
What languages do they know?
That is going to be a society. No, it's going to be a nature check.
Nature.
And this would be, on your turn, this would be your first action to make the nature check.
I can do that. 17?
17, they just speak Draconic.
Just Draconic. Crap.
Hey, how about you show them the little axe we got and just pretend we're giving it back?
That's a good idea. I'm going to do that. I'm going to hold out the axe. Just in both hands.
We're not too attached to this axe, are we? I can't even read it.
What if they hit us with it?
Like to see them try.
I
Maybe they
mean,
won't.
getting hit with an axe, I think, is much better than a spear, where they gotta get a little closer.
So if you do offer it up, will be the end of your turn.
That's fine.
Okay.
I hope it's fine.
Give me a diplomacy check at a -2.
Oh,
Okay.
no. Diplomacy, cool.
Diplomacy.
Pathfinder.
Roll. 2.
So, as you end your turn, extending it out, this first one looks
It's a
over at the
threat.
second one, and yeah, they just go, yep, and then the other one just chucks its spear at you,
Yeah.
thinking that you're trying to attack it. And first action is to throw its spear at a 21 to
Ouch.
hit you, Nemain.
Yeah, that hits me.
Oof.
For 5 damage.
Okay.
As this spear, you get the spear right to the shoulder, and then it is going to let's see, first action spear, and then it's it doesn't work. So it's going to, and then use the second action to pick up a rock from the ground and then throw it.
At me?
Yeah, at you.
Ah.
I don't know. That's a 3 on the dice for only like a 10. Not even a 10, like a 7.
Okay.
Yeah, it kind of like, it goes wide. And Howie, it's now your turn.
I'm gonna block it with the axe.
It's my turn?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
wow,
your
I'm at
turn.
12. Oh, wow. I thought that was low.
Oh, wait.
Okay,
Were you at
so
12?
I'm going to use my movement to, like, kind of, like, slide on over.
I think I put you higher than you were, but we'll go with it for now.
Yeah, sure. I can go later.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
was
you
like
said
12.
it was 12? Okay, so then it would be
12, yeah.
Telbi who is next.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Tell me to go first.
Yeah.
First thing I'm gonna do is, I know there's one other person here that's getting chopped up as easily as I am, so I'm gonna use 2 of my actions to cast Forbidding Ward. on my next in line BFF, Avarice. You are having this forbidding ward. And for my third action, I'm not going to move, but I'm going to raise my shield in case they try to spear me.
Good move. Yeah, Avarice, that's your turn now.
Oh boy. The one that threw a spear at my new fox friend is going to have a problem. And Avarice comes leaping in and is going to kind of take a curving arc around the room as they run forward, the new blade kind of glinting in the blue torchlight majestically as they run in to attack this poor guy. But we're gonna start with the performance. Ooh, that was bad. Oh no. 10.
Unfortunately, they just seem very confused, not really fascinated. You don't get your
That's
panache,
fine.
but you don't have anything.
Still stab them. Oh God, why? That is not good. That's a 13.
13 misses.
Ooh.
I think as they run in, they got a little cocky from the last time where everything was so good. They're like, I totally got this. And they slide it again, but this time they hit a weird piece of the stonework and kind of bounce up a little bit startled and fully miss their swing.
Well, and so then it'll be his friend's turn. And his friend is gonna, look over and they share a couple of yip between each other. And this one is gonna take the spear and essentially attempt to sweep your legs out from under you. A 12 is not gonna hit your fortitude DC, is it?
No.
Yeah, you just get bonked and then it just goes, "Arr," and then it's just the attempt gonna try to hit you with the spear. For a 14.
Oh no.
Yeah. And then it's just gonna follow up with one more at a 6.
Should really get your spear checked.
You probably, yeah. And Howie, it is now your turn.
Cool. So I will use my movement to kind of slide on over to like this corner, kind of like duck a little bit behind the wood rubble over here. Take an aim at the one that has been causing some damage, the one that chucked the spear. Kind of aim down my sights, and I know you do not understand what I'm saying, but I mean, I just want to say, if you will not accept my friend here's lovely gift, then I implore you to consider a much smaller and much more painful one instead. And then I'm gonna shoot a bullet to this guy. And like I if possible, I want to aim for the leg or arm or something that's not lethal.
Sure, yeah. You can do that. Usually there's like a penalty for a non-lethal attack, but I usually would just waive that and just say that you're trying to shoot them non-lethally.
A 14.
A 14 will miss.
Will
These
miss.
they're small and they're little wily little creatures.
Okay. And then I guess I'll do my covered reload, which is I'll kind of take cover behind this rubble and do a hide, which is 18. So.
18? All right.
Yeah.
And that'll bring us to Nemain.
Never mind. Duck.
Well then, honestly, I'm going to throw a little foxfire at the one that threw their spear at me.
Okay.
Well, that doesn't hit.
Unfortunately, no, it will not hit.
Okay.
No,
well,
2 actions.
then. Okay. Then I'm going to. Is it this one that hit me?
The one that's standing directly in front of the door.
Okay. Then I'm going to come up here and I'm going to use my sickle.
Okay, yeah. It will be at the multiple attack penalty.
And it wouldn't have mattered anyway.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty.
And this one is going to sort of reach and grab a dagger at its belt as you. So for first action is pulling out the dagger, and then second action is going to attempt to stab you, Nemain, because you're right in front of it. Does a 14 hit you?
Just hits.
Okay. So you will take. You're going to take 1 slashing damage. And then it is going to try one more time. That is like only like a 13, which is not going to hit.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Right. Telbi, it is now your turn.
I want to shoot it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to shoot at one of them. So I'll move a little bit. Do I need to move to aim at them?
No,
Is my
you
question.
are you can see them.
Okay, so then I won't move. I will just shoot at them. Cast you.
Nice.
22 to hit.
22 with Divine Lance, that hits.
7 damages.
Yeah, and you hit this thing and it flies back and hits the sort of the door behind it and flops down on the ground, not moving.
Ha.
Well, that's what you get for not taking our gift, you little scaly rat. And I will use my last action to just re-raise my shield, so that way if it tries to attack, then I'm good to go.
Yeah. Alright, Avarice.
Nice shot. As they say that, they kind of turn around to Telbi for just a minute, but then it turns into like this ridiculous pirouette as their coat flies out, and there's like you can tell that in their head there's like epic music and like swelling waves, but in reality they're just kind of spinning around and making their coat pretty. But we're gonna try and do some performing. That's a 17.
17 is gonna be a success.
Hooray! Then we're gonna try and do grievous harm to this cute little kobold. All right. So, for the finisher.
Feels so bad. It's just a language barrier.
I know, but
Right?
you know what? That's on them for attacking when they didn't understand what was going on. That is a 24 to hit.
24 will hit.
I hope so. Uh, 10.
Yeah, you skewer this thing.
And by the time their coat lands, like the kobold falls down. They feel quite vindicated in their behavior.
Mhm.
Well,
Then,
that was a waste.
you're right, Nemain.
I can't help but feel bad for these poor little guys. I'm assuming they just want to eat, but that is on them for throwing spears at us.
We're stealing that nice lady's livelihood. No, shame on them.
Speaking of, I wonder what's in here. Kind of looks in between the bars of this cage.
Yeah, what are they trying to get into?
Yeah, there seems to be a bunch of untouched crates and barrels in here. May have something.
How big are the bars?
They're close enough that you use a gnome can't slip through. You'd have to either, if somebody has thievery, you might be able to pick the lock, or maybe break the lock with a successful athletics check.
I think the curiosity just immediately leads Avarice to it. You see where this is also like it's cute and charming, but also they're a bit of a problem and a menace, and they are going to try and pick this lock.
Can I just shoot it?
Oh, I have really good thievery skills.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, go for it.
You could, but there would also be a chance of like ricochet. There is an actual specific gunslinger feat that lets you shoot open locks.
I know. Yeah, I was looking at that.
But yeah, give me a thievery. It is a DC 15.
Well, it's a good thing I rolled 15 exactly.
It takes you a minute, and you're worried you don't get it, but then yeah,
there's some colorful swearing involved.
After a minute, you do manage to get it open, and you can kind of start digging through these crates and barrels. You find a very nice looking short sword, quite a bit of silver in some of these barrels, and a gold ring.
All right, does anyone have any moral objections to me taking this ring?
No.
Could really use another one.
Finders keepers, you did unlock that lock.
Right. I'm just gonna take the ring. Everything else can stay. Really like this ring. We earned it.
There's about 200 gold, not 200 gold, 200 silver in there.
200 silver.
Yeah.
Dang.
Okay.
I mean, we can divide that up.
I was just gonna say, there's 4 of us. We can divide
Great.
that.
Wasn't sure how we felt about, random silver laying around, but I could definitely use the coin.
I've distributed it among all of you now.
Yay!
Yay.
There's a short sword if anyone wants it.
Well, that one it might not look as nice as yours, but it might be a little bit better. It looks a little more durable and sturdy. Like it's maybe a little sharper.
Is
And
it
you could
plus
sell
one
that
better?
fancy.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
but-
I can't see it. Absolutely.
And then you could just sell the other one if you want. If you double click that box, you can open the loot.
There we go.
and then-
That's the way.
Yeah, and you can drag it off of your sheet into your inventory and it'll just go there.
Cool. Very cool.
There you go.
Beautiful.
And your gold ring too. There you go.
There
Booyah.
we go.
Is there anything else in these other boxes? Like fish?
It like what all of that stuff was kind of divided among all of those boxes.
I see. Okay.
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 Yeah.
Just story-wise, I was wondering if this was where people were storing fish, stolen fish.
There's the door that's over here.
Yeah. Let's
Yep.
in that door. Now that we don't have these kobolds down our neck.
Yeah. I'm coming.
Within the door, there is another door.
It's
Well,
the shard hallway.
They call that a hallway. Yeah.
Is this locked?
It is not.
Oh.
You can walk
Oh,
into the
look
next
at
room
that.
and you see sort of the door to this chamber silently glides open to reveal a long room. 2 stone statues of priests stand in the corners along one side of the room, facing a towering statue of a man holding out both of his hands, palms up. In front of the statue is a stone altar holding 9 gold coins. A voice booms out from the statue. In my hands, I judge the value of all wealth, raising up whichever is greater. One of these coins is deception, finding it using only 2 judgments and receive my blessing.
I gotta do it.
Yeah. I wouldn't do it.
Shine your fancy blue light over it. Maybe it helps.
Oh, yeah.
Does it help?
And does anyone see anything?
If people would like to make a quick religion check to identify all of this.
I'm assuming we have to be trained in religion.
Yeah.
I am not.
I am.
Ooh. Nice.
Nemain, this is a statue of Abadar, the god of wealth and civilization.
Okay.
the god of capitalism.
Fantastic. Yeah, I want to go ahead and play.
Yeah. So you see 9 coins in front of you. And one of them, it's sort of see the hands is, it almost looks a little bit like a scale.
Right.
And I will copy and paste this in the chat because this is a clue. So you can all just sort of look at it as much as you would like. In my hands, I judge the value of all wealth, raising up whichever is greater. One of these coins is a deception, finding it using only 2 judgments and receive my blessing.
Okay.
So you got a chance to put 4 coins in its hand.
Mhm.
Yes. Bite him. Bite him first. The softer one's the fake
I'll
one.
do
I
it.
bet.
I'll bite it. Or it's the real one because it's really gold.
Well, he says only one of them isn't real.
And I bite it.
So maybe it's
If you go through and like kind of nibble on each one, they all just stay metallic. Kind of hard to tell.
Maybe I'm not as good as this as I thought.
Does the light from my torch show anything on them?
No.
No. Okay.
I was never one for puzzles, but
So essentially, there are 9 coins here.
Right.
And you can sort of use the 2 palms and decide which is, figure out, you can see which is more, because whatever is more goes higher. And if you
Right.
identify which one is the fake coin,
Listen, they're all real
Brain
coins. 'Cause You
hurty.
can touch them. You can touch them, right?
Mhm.
That's how this works. And Avarice is literally gonna pick one up and start to like motion to putting one on one of the hands.
are they gold coins?
they're all
What?
gold coins.
What if we
Avarice.
just forego
What?
the entire puzzle and just take 9 gold coins?
That's what I was
No.
thinking.
Sacrilege. That is sacrilege.
I keep suggesting sacrilege. I'm not a religious guy, so you gotta check me on that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you should just hold your fancy gun that's good at shooting, and I think we should just let Nemain try to solve this puzzle first. Avarice, I know you like the shiny stuff. I also like shiny stuff, but Nemain just seems to be like the most momish of all of us, and I think she's probably got a better judgment than us, bud.
I mean,
Not-
she's got a
not
really cool
mom.
vibe.
Not mom.
Yeah. No,
I am not
just a
mom.
really cool vibe. Alright. That's just sorry, I get stupid around gold. I'm just gonna
That's fair.
I mean, if whatever doesn't work for the main, someone else can try something else. I mean,
True.
unfortunately, you wouldn't get the blessing, but someone will.
All right.
So think of it this way: all of the all of the coins labeled 1 through 9, and each
Right.
hand can hold 4 coins.
Right. Okay. So I put 4 coins in each hand.
Do you do just 1 through 4 on one side and 4 through, or like 5 through 8? Because like each one has a number. It is how we kind of decide this as we start the puzzle. Which one is each?
Right. Actually, I'm going to leave number 1 on the table.
Okay.
Wait, no.
Yeah. So it would be 2 through 5, and then 6 through 9.
I mean, you got two chances.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I will say that in my left hand will be 2 through 5, and my right hand will be 6 through 9. And you notice that 2 through 5, no wait, it's other way. 6 through 9 goes up. So 6 through 9 is worth more.
Okay.
So the fake one's in 2 through 5.
Yes.
So I guess split them maybe, Nemain, and put
Yeah.
2 and 2. And then
It will only read if there are 4 coins in each hand.
Mm.
So
You could just go 2 and 2 from the good lot and 2 and 2 from the bad lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what number coins are in each hand?
So 2 through 5 is in
The left. The 2 through 5 is in the left hand. So and 4
Right.
through 9 and 6 through 2 through 5, 6 through 9.
You need to visualize this. Yeah,
Yeah,
I need real
I need
coins.
fucking dice at this point.
Yeah.
So yeah, see, I've got dice in each hand. So
Okay.
this is 2 through 5. This is 6 through 9.
right.
6 through 9.
Right.
So your idea is to take 2 of the ones from the bad lot and switch it with 2 of the ones through the good lot.
Sounds reasonable.
And then sort of see.
I bet it's. I wonder if it's
I'm-
number 5 that's fake. Because you
I'm-
left one on the table, right?
Mhm.
Right.
And you had 6 through 9 in the hand that went up, so it was worth more. So the 2 through 5 group was lower. 5 is the
Right.
middle coin. If you were to stretch them out on the table, 5 is the exact middle coin from 1 through 9, and it's in the bad lot. I wonder if that one specifically is the bad coin.
Why would it be?
Because 2
Patterns,
through 5
numbers.
worth less, 6 through 9 worth
Right.
more.
I'm asking why would 5 specifically be the-
So, well, I'm a lot more wise than I am knowledgeable. So it's just my thought of patterns, maybe, right? Like, so if there's 9 of them, it's an uneven number. You can only put 4 and 4, and they want to weigh the judgment. So that means you could put 4 and 4 in each hand, and it would be balanced, and that would leave 1 on the table. My thought is it would be 5 because it's the middle number of coin in chronological order if you laid them all flat out, and 5 was also the one in the bad batch. So just kind of 2 and 2.
Bad batch.
I hear you, but also, what if a chaotic person made this puzzle and they just picked one at random?
Fair, very fair. Hey,
Abadar is like peak law. Like
Okay.
the
Avarice isn't
most
their shit.
lawful god.
Okay. So, yeah, I will take coin 5 and put it on the table and put the other ones in the hands.
So you're leaving out coin 5. Do you want to just replace coin 5 with coin 1?
Yeah.
Both hands stay at the same level.
Mm.
Well, I found it.
And then after a moment, a voice asks, "What is your decision?"
What is my decision?
It's asking you which one is the. What,
Oh.
Did you decide which coin is the fake coin?
Coin 5.
Yes, and you hear. It almost sounds like a sigh, as like the hands just sort of go back down, and then Avarice, the wall you're standing next to, makes kind of a clicking noise and opens slightly.
I look in.
Actually, right there. It's right next to you. Right
Right.
there. It
I
is
look in.
It is dark, but you see a small chamber that contains an old wooden chest emblazoned with the symbol of a key Behind the chest is a massive contraption of gears and pulleys. Looks like an inner working of some unseen device.
That's neat. Hey, I think this is your prize.
As you have
And the main should take the
Abadar's
honors.
vault to take a look at.
Ooh.
In the chest,
Whoa.
you find 1 scroll of magic missile.
Yo!
You find 3 gold. You find 22 silver, 214 copper pieces, and 1 emerald.
Holy cow.
Damn.
Maybe I will get to buy a ship. Any of you
Well, that-
interested in sailing?
Yes.
I've considered the notion.
Interesting.
Oh, this guy did not lie when they say blessing. This sure is a blessing.
And
For sure.
then, is it all right if I take the emerald as well?
You did the work.
Sure, you should tie it on the top of your staff so you can get a little. You can keep stacking it.
Did somebody want to take a look at the strange contraption?
Yeah.
Avarice is
Um,
gonna be drawn to it. It's a weird thing.
if anybody has crafting, give me that.
I
I do
don't
not.
think I do.
Nope.
I have
Damn.
crafting. Let me say
Telbi, there's a weird thing in here.
okay, hang on. Blessings of the bright lady upon you, good lord of money, and then I'm gonna scuttle away into the room. I just have to be respectful of the man.
White lady sounds really interesting.
You want crafting, yeah?
Crafting, yeah.
No.
It appears to be some kind of machinery. You're unsure beyond that.
We should have one
You do.
hero point.
You do have one more hero
Yeah.
point.
You do.
Mm.
Gonna do it. Because I don't want to let my friends down. Wow!
What is that?
Wow.
I love it. It's better.
So, I have a question.
Mhm.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I'm not trained in crafting, but I do have a +4 to it.
You can still attempt to make the roll. It'll be at a slightly higher DC, but you can still attempt
Okay.
it.
Okay. May as well.
Worth a shot. Hey.
It's a
There we go.
17. It does appear to be a bit of ropes and pulleys. Has Nemain ever had any kind of experience with showmanship performing?
Yes.
It looks almost like you would see something at like backstage, sort of a pulley rig to take something down or bring something up. It does appear to, you see the ropes go up into the ceiling, possibly leading into the next room.
Oh.
It does look like it is activated right now. By turning the lever, you could deactivate it.
Okay. I will do that.
You do, and as you do, you sort of just hear a bunch of clicking sounds, and then nothing. But you did deactivate a trap that is later on.
Fantastic.
Yep.
Sweet.
So, what'd you do there, Nemain?
I think I just deactivated something.
Alright. Sounds useful.
Hmm.
Or maybe we'll die from it. I don't know. Doesn't really matter.
Here's hoping we don't. Let's go.
Like to listen in at this door.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Give me a perception check.
Also, Kai, I'm just realizing the headband with the hair is reminding me of Vincent Valentine from FF7. I was like,
Yes!
it's
An
a little bit.
icon.
Yeah.
I am also going to use my hero point because that's a 1.
Rip.
Okay.
Why that look remind me of something? But yes.
Yeah, love, absolute love.
So
Cool
good.
vampire energy all day.
Yes.
Alright,
Yes.
So
Yes.
much better. 17.
One of the OGs.
17. you hear more sort of sounds like talking. You hear more kobolds. You hear the yip yip and the sort of hiss as they're conversing. You hear two distinct voices.
There's more of the little guys that we can't reason with because they don't speak common on the other side of this door.
Well, we don't know that these particular ones can't be reasoned with. I don't know, Nemain, if you want to try your axe gifting approach again, maybe these two will be slightly more receptive.
Or
Listen,
we could-
less cobalt blood in our hands through this whole situation, the better, I'd say.
Why don't I sneak in, little? We can do some axe offering when I'm not at the front. Yeah.
You could offer him one of my coins instead of the axe. Maybe it'll be less undiplomatic.
All right.
They like.
I'm gonna try and quietly open this door.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully better than when I tried to quietly open.
Give me a stealth roll.
Oh, that's so good. That is a 23.
23. Okay.
Nice.
So they they don't hear you as you quietly open the door. Appears somebody has oiled these hinges recently.
Useful. And I'm going to try and quietly enter the room, staying away from where I think the voices are coming from.
Okay. They sort of sound like near the center of the room. Anybody else who's entering the room also needs to give me a stealth check.
I can do that.
Sure.
You want me to roll you another one or keep
You're in the room and you've already rolled your stealth check, so you're good.
13 for me.
Nat 20.
Woo!
Nemain is a ghost.
And
Hey, where'd Nemain go?
Howie, you said it was 13?
Yeah.
So every Telbi, what did you roll?
I didn't.
Are you attempting to enter the room? Because if you're not, you don't have to make the check.
No, I'm gonna wait until they holler that they need me.
So Howie, as you're
Oh, no.
entering this room, you kick this loose rock, and it sort of clatters against this bit of metal that looks like it was an old breastplate from something. And you all hear sort of the rip, yip, yip, as these kobolds move to
I
attack.
swear that wasn't there when I...
The only one that they're aware of right now is Howie. So if you want to...
Yeah, if I do notice myself getting noticed, I would intentionally draw attention to myself so that the others could sneak away.
So I will give so Telbi, I will need a perception check from you for initiative. I will use everybody else's stealth. And I'll also use Howie's stealth.
Yeah, I'll just use this 13, I guess, that I...
Yeah. And so Avarice, what did you roll?
Oh, you want me to roll? Yeah.
No, what did
obviously.
you roll previous for stealth?
It's a 23.
23. That's what I thought. And Nemain, you got a 21, right? No, wait, yeah, 21.
Yeah, nat 20.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
So Avarice, you were going to be the one that will start this encounter. You can see this much larger one. This one is actually maybe almost the same height as you are, and maybe appears to be in charge in some way. They have a nicer spear, and they also have a bag slung over one shoulder that seems to have something in it.
But they don't seem to see me.
Oh, they don't see you. They're aware that somebody is in here.
Yes, absolutely.
Cool.
Then I can't leave my good friend Howie out to dry. And with a very loud, high-pitched whistle. Avarice
no.
reveals their position as they sprint into the fight
Oh my
towards
goodness.
this giant kobold.
Let's go.
Dang it, kid,
let's
I
go.
was gonna do that. I was gonna be the
Why?
distraction. Oh, this Scourge of the Sea.
Oh, I imagine you're moving and then doing a fascinating performance.
Yes. So as the whistle kind of echoes off of the stone, they fully like do another spin with their coat, and this time they take the new fancy short sword and they dust a bit of the dust off, and they do a whole like sweep of dust in the air to kind of create a bit of a spectacle before they charge at this poor kobold.
Oh no.
That is a 22.
22 will be a success.
All right, we are going to attack the kobolds. God, I hope this hits. So the +1 is +1 to my
hit.
regulars. Yeah, to hit. So that's going to be 17.
17?
Yeah.
17 will just hit. Like,
Cool.
that is its AC.
Cool. 10.
10?
10 total.
Okay. Yeah.
And yeah, that's all I got. That's running, performing, and stabbing.
Alright, yeah, it was a good start to this. And Nemain, it is now your turn.
Okay. This one seems a lot more than the other ones. So, Nemain's going to walk forward and call out to it. Like, hello, do you speak common? You muted.
I am. You get the yep.
So
Take that as a
would be
no.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to hold up the axe.
It just sees you brandishing a weapon.
These dang simple-minded buffoons, can't they? Don't they get it?
Don't want to kill things. Ah! Can I, instead of holding it up, can I slide it across the floor
Yeah.
to that guy?
You could. I will let you know that Avarice is already engaged in combat, so it's very unlikely that he is going to want to stop.
Rude. All right. Fine. Fine. We'll kill the thing. All right. Okay, well, then I will use my Foxfire.
I mean, now would be you do have 2 spell slots, and chilling spray is a cone, so you'd probably get Nemain, but shocking grasp is that's touch. So actually, you need to move up to him. A Ray of Frost is pretty good. Spout, very good, because both of them will also do 1d4 plus your ability modifier. So you'd actually deal at least 4 damage no matter what, possibly up to 8. Spout or Ray of Frost, both good. Foxfire is really good if you want like a 1 action. You have 1 action you're unsure of what to do with, but because its damage doesn't scale as well as something like Ray of Frost or Spout.
Okay. Well, then I will go with Ray of Frost. Yo. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 is going to hit, and you're going to hit the bigger one?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So it is 6 damage, and he will, I believe, also take a slight penalty to his movement, like a 5-foot speed.
Minus. No.
Oh, I think it's maybe on.
No, that's only on critical, and that's minus 10.
Yeah. Cool. It's your turn. So Telbi, it is now your turn.
Okay, I will come in the room now. They didn't have to yell. I can hear clanging. And I'll come up here. I think I got enough movement for that. Let me count the squares. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, definitely.
You do.
So I'll get up this way, and I am going to. What am I going to do? That's a good daggum question. I'm just gonna blast him. He can just get blasted. How about that? We'll just do that.
Well, I just started blasting.
22 to
22? Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Nice.
hit. Okay. He'll have some damage. Not very much. 6 damages.
All right.
And that is it for me.
All right.
Because movement. Okay.
So yeah, it is the kobold warrior. And let's see, how much movement speed does he have? He has 25 feet. Boop, 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 boop. I believe, yeah, he has enough to sort of circle around and move. It's not really flanking, close enough to flanking, but first action, move around, scuttle in. And he's going to use second attack to make a spear strike against you, Telbi. That is a 16.
Yeah, I didn't get my shield raised up because I didn't have action for it, so it'll hit.
Right, for 4 damage.
Okay.
And gonna spend his last action to do a hurried retreat. You know, is gonna hunch down, increase its AC by a little bit, and move off in a different direction. And that'll bring us to Howie.
Well, hey there, little guys. This one runs into my view.
Mhm.
I do apologize, but we did try the more diplomatic approach. I will take a shot. Where are you headed? Oh, that's terrible. Why am I rolling so bad? That's a 12?
12?
Yeah.
It is not going to hit.
No worries. I'm reload. I'm gonna try that again. I'm not moving. My God. That's not great either. Well, 17?
17 will hit.
Okay, sweet. Okay, so that is. That says my 1 shot, 1 kill. My first shot is the deadliest. On your first turn, your first strike with that weapon. So if I miss that one, does it mean the first one that I hit or the first shot, period?
I would rule it as the first shot you hit.
Okay. Okay, well, let's do this one. Hey, max on that. So 10 plus 1, 11 damage.
11 damage. Yeah, you get that one.
Try not to kill it though.
I will say that it is 5 above its actual health. So it's not dead, but it's, unless you give it medical attention in the next few minute, it's probably gonna bleed out.
Yep. All right. Yeah. Shoot, I guess a little more fatal than
not necessarily in the best spot to be non-lethal.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I shoot like a little more fatal than I intended. And I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. I think I missed where I was intending to shoot. Hey, are you okay there, son? We're just trying to talk. Yep.
Anything else
Yep,
for
yep.
your turn?
That's it. That's it.
All right. So it is the trap master, and the kobold is going to pull out its short sword, and for you, Avarice is going to try to, for the first attack, first action, short sword. Second action, attack. It is a 17.
That is my AC, but if it will hit me as a reaction, I would like to nimble dodge.
Do it. And it will not hit you as you just sort of, you see it coming and you pull back just at the last second, and it just sort of like cuts like the dead ends off your hair. And for its last action, it is going to attempt a hurried retreat. And will bring us to you, Avarice.
Not so fast. Get back here. Run after it.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna use this giant pillar and kind of some of the spider webs, unfortunately, to kind of jump and do a little bit of an acrobatic flip off of the wall to kind of land with kind of a skid next to it. That is a 21 for my performance check.
21? Yeah, that is. You do it with aplomb.
The whole goal here. Do it with aplomb. That is an 18 to hit.
18? 18's gonna hit.
Oh, that's a little better. 11.
11? Yeah.
Yeah.
That is. How would you like to take them out?
Nice.
Oh my goodness. With the like sliding across the beautiful new short sword, just kind of they go in and he the kobold kind of, as they're trying to get away, doesn't quite get the full step through as Avarice slides past, and their short sword just kind of takes them out. And I think the original intent is to like just kind of stop them with the sword, but it ends up being a lot more graphic than that as they slide across the ground on the dust. Oops.
And the trap master falls. As you look around and see this sort of, maybe at one point was part of a temple, these stone pillars, you look behind you and you see stairs leading down deeper beneath Otari. And I believe that is a pretty good place to leave it off for tonight.
Ooh, how
Ooh.
mysterious.
The mystery.
Who would have thought a little fish thing would have led us so deep under this village?
Right?
You just digging these barrels. Just kidding. Now you're gonna go find hidden temples under the city.
Yeah.
Well, I am gonna give my I'm gonna give my cast a chance to, tell you where you can find them on the internet and any other cool projects that they're working on. And we will start with you, Kai. Where can people find you on the internet and anything cool that you're working on?
Hi everybody. I'm Kai. You can find me on all social media platforms as Estelle of Imladris. I am all over the place. I am a producer and performer for the podcast The Lore Brewery. I've got some other fun projects going on, so please check out my Twitter. But the other cool thing is that I was the costume designer for a web series that's over on YouTube. All episodes are available now for The Party, which is a web series about people playing tabletop together. It's quite fun. There's some really killer guest stars in there. So please go check it out and share the love. Thanks, y'all.
Hi, and I'll toss it over to Chris.
Hello, everybody. I am Chris Tung. Most people know me as one of the co-founders of pinkcity.ca, which is like an anime gaming streetwear brand from Toronto, Canada. We do a lot of cool stuff in the gaming and anime space and event space, especially in Toronto. But I'm also a part of the Super Journey Dudes, which is a comedy TTRPG podcast. I am the producer, editor, and current GM. And right now we are airing a show called Blink Space Blues, which is our neo-noir and Lancer show, which is inspired by Cowboy Bebop and Gundam. It's pretty dope, high production. You know, I there's like special effects, music, art, all animation, a lot of cool stuff. Probably the coolest thing I've ever worked on. So check that out if you like mecha stuff, like mecha anime stuff. That's the vibe. And yeah, great to be here. Thanks for having me, and stoked for the next session.
Yeah. Crystal.
Hello, people. My name is Crystal Fier. You can find me at Crystal_Fier on Twitter and at Crystal Fier pretty much everywhere else. Right now, I am just here. I have a couple of projects that I may or may not be working on, and I'm currently also writing my own first campaign for D&D. So please wish me luck on that because I am nervous.
You're doing so good.
And then we have Hooli.
Hi, friends. I'm Hooli. I play games, run games, and produce games over at Heroes and Hooligans, and you can find me everywhere on the interwebs at Heroes and Hooligans because I am bound to be there. It is my namesake. As far as projects, I am currently getting ready to launch a playtest for Rainbow City for Awfully Queer Heroes. They are fantastic. They do a lot of queer and accessible content for folks. And when I say accessible, they tailor maps and things towards players who have characters with disabilities, wheelchair ramps, things like that. You know, they're really awesome. They've got a lot of really good stuff. That is my current big project. So I'm super stoked to run Rainbow City. It will be launching Kickstarter June 5th. So we'll be playing leading up to that. So that's it. Thanks for having me here. This was super awesome.
Mm-hmm. And if this episode comes out after that, go check out all of that stuff. I'm not exactly sure when this episode is going to be coming out yet. But yes, I am Aubrey. I am many of you may know me as the technical director here over on Queen's Court. You can also find me everywhere on the internet at Mad Queen Cosplay. And you can also find me, Goblets and Gays, Bring Your Own Mech, Escaping Carcosa, a bunch of stuff. You can find all the links to that on my Twitter. But for now, I'm gonna say good night, and yeah, I hope everyone has a wonderful time, and we'll be back next time with more Menace under Otari.